Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. And today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable. And please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning. Naughty crew, welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Nikki, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. I appreciate every last one of you joining me today. And y'all see, it's rainy over here on the East Coast, all right? But it's warm, so I'll take it. I'll take this over the snow any day, Naughty crew. I hope everybody is feeling okay, and I hope everybody's being safe out there, all right? So I'm bringing you some trending topics. Child, so much being exposed. The gaslighting is at an all-time high with Hollywood. But we're going to get into it all because I want my Naughty crew to be well aware. That's the purpose of this platform. All right, we got Natalie Nunn being exposed some more. I told y'all, Naughty crew, and don't make me pull up my video for yesterday, but I told y'all what Natalie play was going to be. Natalie Ghislaine Maxwell Nunn. Sugar Mama. The list goes on and on, okay? Like I told y'all, she's gonna be like, we were separated. So we got the footage for that. But not only that, her lover, Curtis, his brother, is dragging at it. Okay. We're gonna get into Usher's surprise visit to Russell. Weird on the tail end of him being exposed in the latest lawsuit. Okay, he decides to go visit Russell, Naughty crew, and I just find it all like really the things that make you go, They need to bring back that segment from the Arsenio Hall show. But I just find his visit to Russell Simmons.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Okay, and we want to get into the challenge. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have rapped Bad Boys 4. I think it's time. We need this. Will need a comeback. And Meek Mills need to take a page out of Will Smith's book. Never confirm the rumors. Never respond. Okay? And we want to get into Jonathan Majors flaunting around his new Coretta Scott. Now Megan is his flavor. I'm just saying, Naughty crew. All right, that and so much more. We have time. I'll get into Krishan. I just really don't care. Krishan, I don't care. Go away. Focus on being a mother. Junior needs you. But that girl loved Blueface more than anything. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this intro. Please make sure your thumbs up in this video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We have a good time over here in the mornings, okay? And share my content. Leave comments. Interact with the channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. Even the people in the bushes. Interact with the channel. Follow us on all our different social media platforms. They're all scrolling below. And if you want your head wraps, you got to DM me on the gram, all right? So that we can set up an appointment. And make sure you're subscribed to my backup channel. Yes, we have a backup. You never know with YouTube. We have a backup. So subscribe to Naughty Crew Live Podcast. I'm going to go ahead and drop this intro. Give people a chance to load up in the room. Thumbs up this video. Yeah. Woo, naughty crew. Okay, I'm trying to train to make sure I look at the camera. This is something I'm getting used to. But I'm loving the iPhone 15. Y'all like my view? Y'all like my picture? Yes, yes. It is a dreary day on the East Coast. I think I need some more light. All right, good morning to my people. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Kim Delivers. Make sure you go over to her channel and subscribe. Good morning, Juby Buggin. Juby Buggin, I need a favor. I need you to do a check-in on Jonathan Odie while we on this live. Okay, we need to figure out where Odie is because I think he is surprise witness and all this Diddy. Let me tell y'all something. Diddy has single-handedly managed to tear down the whole music industry. He said, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna take everybody with me. All right. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to my moms. Shout out to my subs. Shout out to my subs to come. All right. I appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Julie Bugging, just make sure just send me a message in the chat. Hey James, good morning. In the chat when you send it because my do not disturb is not on. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Yeah. So much going on. All right. So I told y'all Natalie Liar, Ghislaine, Maxwell, Sugar Mama Nunn. I told y'all she was gonna spin it. Like her and Jacob are separated. Jacob is her husband. We were separated, and this dude is trying to extort me. Hey, Bright Eyes. Good morning. Good morning. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Let me see. What is it? So, her side piece, Curtis, his brother been going ham. His brother been going him. And he from the East Coast. And he posting receipts. Now Natalie posted receipts, and her receipts were kind of like Monique's receipts, the Swiss cheese version. A lot of holes in it. Okay. Only thing she posted was what was in benefit to her. Good afternoon, Miss Brenda. Thank you for joining. We international over here, Nadila Movement. Okay, all the way from London. Shout out to Miss Brenda. All right, and don't forget to donate to the channel, okay? Because YouTube be robbing us. We gotta fight for every penny. Yeah. Yeah, so Nesto, he started going in on Natalie. Like, stop playing with my brother. Threatening Zeus Network. And I got Thunder Girl response on why she's revealing all of this because they keep messing with her. So we want to get into Nesto's story because he gives another side to this. All right, we. All right, this is Nesto tattooed up. All right, he started. He was with Thunder Girl with the exposition of Natalie. Okay, Natalie Nunn exposed by Thunder Girl cheating on her husband with bad boy Curtis. So Curtis is from the Bad Boy franchise, which is done. And you know what I got out of all of this Natalie group? Natalie is just like Diddy. She's addicted to power. That's why she chooses these men that have no jobs, and she become a sugar mama, and then she thinks she could discard them when she done. Child. She looked like a whole plump fool. We're gonna get into this, and then we're gonna get into her responding. Here we go. Come on, Nesto. He said, all I know is you little ninjas on Zeus better not oops Oop, let it go back. Let's pause it. All I know is you little ninjas on Zeus better not try nothing dumb with my brother. We jumped the one ninja who did some dumb ish. Don't let it be another situation. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is brother Curtis. He said, "You ninjas on social media so sensitive and weak. Go jump in the street or something." All right. So then he started laughing about Natalie live. Okay. And so he goes on to say, "My brother was nothing but nice to her. She wanted to be disrespectful. She met my grandma and everything. She did some disrespectful ish a couple weeks ago. Now we taking your ish. Tell it all, Nesto. Come on." He said, "No one from Zeus. Come to New York. You come to New York, I'ma catch a case. Simple. Nesto. Stop with that, bro. Don't be threatening online. That's some America dumbest criminal stuff. Okay, bro? Like, chill. Just chill. They'll get they just do, child. Ooh, let me go back. Oh, that's his music. All right. So now he reveals text messages. This is Natalie. See, the real Miss Natalie Nunn. Blue check mark. Where's Curtis? Is something wrong with his phone? So, I mean, you were so involved, oh boy, that you reached out to his brother to find out what's going on. And so Nesto responded. He said, "It shouldn't be. I'm not with him right now. He called me like an hour ago and woke me up. He's with my G-Mom. He's going to do something with the car," he said. Then he responded, that was in September. Then on December, he said, "Thanks, Six. The couch is fire." So Natalie buying couches, child. You a whole sugar mama. Paying for these ninjas. It just came.
And the fact that I really keep saying, "Oh, Curtis, you fumbled the bag." That nigga ain't fumbled nothing, bro. He ain't fumbled nothing, bro. Nigga, my brother been nothing but nice to that girl, bro. Nothing but nice to her, bro. She did some disrespectful shit a couple weeks ago, and that's what happens. It's called consequences in life. You niggas, I don't know what y'all niggas been through in life, but it's called consequences. In life, when you do something that's wrong, shit come back to you. That's why I said.
And that's let this be a lesson to you. You cannot threaten people. It's a crime. Terroristic threat. That's a crime. Not okay. I will watch my words because Natalie a little bitter because she got caught out there and she getting played right now. And this is what you like when the industry is done with you. Watch Natalie's downfall. They're discarding her right now. There's no need for her.
I think some of y'all niggas need to get out the house and go in the streets and go outside, so y'all can know what happens in real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas be so stupid. Like, it's some shit called consequences and karma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all niggas is crazy.
He says, "I'm done. Disrespectful girls get disrespected. Simple." Here's some more text messages. Let's get into it. Here, Natalie. "Hey, you." That's Natalie. "I'm going to do a surprise birthday party for Curtis this Saturday in North Carolina. I'm doing all this because before we get into Natalie Live, I want to put things in perspective. Because you know what Natalie like to do? She like to act like you don't matter once she got played. Okay, so we just doing this for context. All right. She said, "Can you come down and I'll surprise you? I'll fly you down and book you in the Hilton Hotel with us." Child, you fly you fluing niggas in. You fluing ninjas out, booking hotels. And so then he responded, "So I didn't even see this. My fault, sis. was on the road driving, but when exactly you wanted to, sis. Mm-hmm. And then she responds, "Can you fly in tomorrow?" Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what Natalie said. Yeah, it looked like she a sugar mama to the brother, Curtis, everybody. So then Nesto says, "I got mad screenshots. I'ma post them since you want to post screenshots." I'm on Nesto because we here for the tea. We can do this all day. Scrap. What's this? Check DM. We need to get an interview. Too much stuff going on. So he's trying to get an interview. And he says, "They making Photoshop pictures of me now. LOL. Check my Twitter. Ask them girls how I'm a demon." Ugh. And that's the girl, women, you need to watch out for. There's men out here that are just scavengers. They just looking for a woman to come up off of and to be their sugar mama. Now, why my mother in here calling at Nesto Fine, talking about that's a handsome fella. Like, chill, ma, relax. She just was going in. All right,
Oh, y'all niggas did not just tell me Smiley he's talking about me. That little chubby girl from Zeus. Ain't that the same bitch that was going like this? Hold on. Cause I love this type of shit. I love this type of shit. Ain't that the same chubby girl that was on Zeus going like this? Bitch, don't talk to me, bitch. Are you don't lost your goddamn mind talking to me. Are you crazy? You had a seizure on camera. Don't talk to me. Go check your health. Not talking to nobody who has health problems. You had a seizure on camera, baby girl. Get off Instagram and go to the ER.
He is bugging. You know what's going on here? He trying to get the clout off the situation. And that's what people do. Okay. What's this? Not y'all on here dragging, calling me gay. Oh, God. They always go to the
chubby girl that was on Zeus going like this. Bitch, don't talk to me, bitch. Are you don't lost your goddamn mind talking to me. Are you crazy? You had a seizure on camera. Don't talk to me. Go check your. I ain't gonna lie. Saying I'm gay is crazy. Like, if you see my Twitter, stop playing with me. Like,
man, fuck all them fucking pussies, man. Fuck all them pussies.
like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas is crazy, bro. I don't care what screenshots y'all got.
All right, Nesto. Enough for you. Enough for you. You got your clout. Now go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. So, okay. Natalie decides to go and respond. I don't know when will people get it. But if it's no truth to it, why respond? Right? Well, obviously, she feels some sort of way because she was exposed. Excuse me, guys. I'm really tired. I was up like receipt hunting. But let's get into it. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Let me see. I want to see which one I want to go with. Neighborhood Talks. We'll start there here.
2022, right? Natalie Nunn, was working tremendously. Jacob and I, we both were in a great agreement that we were going to take a little break. That's when those videos that surfaced today.
Shut up. Naughty crew, I asked you, all my married folk out there, when do you take a break from marriage? I ain't never heard. I heard of legal separation. This girl is an egotistical narcissist, and she thinks she can do what she want to do. She thinks she can do people how she want to do.
Those little videos from 2020, so cute. I love those videos. Matter of fact, let's fast.
We love them too. We love when a hoe get busted. I'm just saying. And she's saying she was on a break with Jacob, her husband. Were you on a break when you screw Lemmy, the owner of Zoo? I'm just saying, explain it. If you want to tell it all.
Forward to January this year. You've been trying to extort me since January. You have been telling me that I need to send you a Rollie since Jacob posted his new Rolex watch that I bought him. We don't go together. We don't go together. You were a thing.
I don't know. I don't buy couches and fly ninjas out for people I don't go with. I'm just saying, just a little observation. You a whole sugar mama. You played yourself. Congratulations, Natalie. You played yourself.
Okay, I'll make sure that you got a motherfucking bed to sleep on, and a motherfucker want to extort you and expose.
Oh yeah, she buying beds too.
Expose. It's not expose. Let's talk about it. Jacob's in the house. 2022, right?
This look like they go together. This is giving me couples vibes. That look like they go together.
Where should we start? Should we go back to 2022?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, okay. It is a thing when you decide to let people into your world. It is a thing to realize.
Is it a thing to screw your employees? Because Natalie, it looks to me like you downgraded by screwing the help. He worked for you. You started Bad Boys. You was executive producer. And there's a lot of activity that go on. She is so freaking. She played herself. I don't care what nobody say. She played herself.
The motherfuckers don't have your best interest. And motherfuckers are crazy, okay? So let's fast forward to January this year, 2024. 2024. 2024. Okay.
You still a hoe and you still a cheater. What's the difference?
First of all, let's just all be real. Everybody already.
I will be real when you start being real, Natalie. You the fakest I know. You've been fake from Bad Girls Club. Never liked you. Never liked that chin. You rude and you ignorant. And I'm going to drag you every chance I get. And it's the one time I give Jocelyn the pass when she snatched that ass.
He knew. Curtis was around. Hasn't been around for a while. Okay. Hasn't been around. As a matter of fact, I really don't want to say too many bad things to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis, because that's just not in my spirit. It's just not in my spirit. But what I will address and what I am going to talk about is the fact that you've been trying to extort me.
Can you talk about screwing Lemmy now? I'm just saying we waiting.
Since January.
Did he give you the STI? The clap? I'm just saying.
Okay. You have been...
I'm gonna ask my naughty crew, and especially James and Do-Rags, if you're up in here, break a nut. How would you feel about your wife, your significant other, flying ninjas out, buying them couches, taking care of them on the level, buying them beds? How would y'all feel? Break a nut. I'm just saying. I know the men I have been with. Okay, it would not be fair. They'd be like, yo, you a whole clown.
You have text messaged me to send you gifts. Your birthday just passed.
But you started it by being a sugar mama. That's why he felt entitled now.
You have been text messaging me to give you money. You have been telling me that I need to send you a Rollie since Jacob posted his new Rolex watch that I bought him. And I don't fuck with you, nigga. You're not my man. We don't go together. We don't go together. You were a thing, okay? A bit cut you off.
And you are a pass around for the Zeus Network. And now you're about to get discarded. You know Lemmy Diddy? Mm-hmm. You know Diddy. He got some investment in Zeus. Yep.
Matter of fact, the craziest thing is the only reason you got a bed that you sleeping on right now is because of a bitch like me, Curtis, because that's just not in my spirit. It's just not in my spirit. But what I will address and what I am going to talk about is the fact that you've been trying to extort me since January. Okay, you have.
This is giving me boyfriend vibes. I don't know about you, Naughty Crew.
You don't own no fucking baddies. I own that shit. You're a fucking liar. You lie all the fucking time. You lie to your own fucking husband and your family. What are you doing? If you want to risk it all by doing irresponsible things with Curtis in public, go ahead. I'm falling all the way back. I told you before, I don't like him coming to our shit. I don't like him coming to the Bad Boys premiere. I don't like him coming to the Baddies premiere. He's already at the Baddies West premiere, just taking pictures on the car. I don't want this nigga around my shit. You think you're just gonna keep getting away with the dumb shit you're doing? Then have a real ass conversation with your husband. Hey yo, I'm fucking Curtis. We together, and that's what it is. I don't give a fuck about. I already fucked.
Lemmy don't give a F. He already hit that. Mm-hmm. Natalie, you look.
You ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
She looked dumb. She looked absolutely dumb, and she making her husband look more dumb. That chin is strong, James. That chin is strong. But you look dumb. You look dumb. That ninja was playing you, and you paid for his lifestyle. And you think you look cute, like I have money. Jacob is a sugar. She a sugar mama to him too. Her husband. What Jacob do? Anybody know what Jacob do? Y'all let me know in the comments what Jacob do. Besides be a stay-at-home dad to their daughter. Somebody gotta be a parent. Somebody gotta be a parent to the baby. Poor baby. All right, well, Stunner Girl, the one who exposed it all the receipts, and we appreciate you over here, Stunner Girl. You wanna know why? Because she ain't let Zeus Network play her, and that's why they got rid of her so fast. But she had receipts. And you know over here we love a good receipt. So Stunner Girl, what's up?
This is about the third time. And this motherfucking nigga keeps fucking with my page. It keeps fucking with my page. Last time my page got deleted, he got my page deleted. So when we had hired the cyber company to look into it, it said how my page got deleted. And it said that somebody was copywriting videos and all the stuff in it. And it showed the email and all that shit. So motherfucker got exposed. So a couple of weeks ago, my TikTok on my video. Remember when I told y'all they had one on my TikTok and they had copyrighted all the videos on my TikTok? So the copywriting thing they do is they try to claim that something in the video is theirs. So when I was on that network, I remember I had posted like a picture of me.
That's the same games they be playing on YouTube, child. And that's why Stunner Girl came out with all these receipts, because they keep messing with her. If they leave her alone, she won't bother them.
It was like a still picture, and it was from the show. It was like a still picture from the show. And that bitch that fucking DM me, she had put a copyright on the picture and got it removed. So I'm like, all right. So my TikTok gets fucked with. They try to use the fake email, and now that's TV LLC email. So motherfucker don't know, like we in contact with the dude from Now That's TV. So he was like, that's not me copywriting your TikTok. That's old boy doing it. He was like,
all right. So I mean, I'm not gonna get into, shout out to the Hollywood group chat for this clipping. I'll leave the clip. Hey Toria, hey Essence. Oh yeah, this is the tea. Y'all want to hear it? Go ahead. I'll let it play a little bit longer because we're gonna move on. Got more.
That's not even our email. And then he sent me a screenshot of that same email getting one of the girls' pages deleted. The bitch that I don't like, that I was just beefing with, he got her TikTok deleted. And he was like, I don't even, this is the owner of Now That's TV. He was like, I don't even know this girl. She's on Zeus. He was like, I would have no reason to get her TikTok deleted. He was like, I don't even know her. And then I was like, you know what? That do make sense. So it just dawned on me today. This page, when I had posted the video of them copywriting all my shit, somebody had messaged me and was like, do you know this girl? Because she works for Zeus and she be getting all my shit copyrighted on my page. It was a T page. So I'm like, let me see. I go check my DM. This bitch is in my DM a whole year ago telling me, oh, you seen the email I put on my story. Oh, I would have usually put in a copyright infringement on it, but since you're...
Yes, as Zeus turns. Ciao. Let me tell you. Hey, Swirl Game. Hey, Toria. Let me tell you. They about to Diddy his... He keep messing with Stunner Girl. They about to Diddy him. But that's why all these you see, that's why, like, you gotta watch how you treat people, you know. And Natalie has been very mean to a lot of people, but you can't be mean and a pass around too. That stuff come back to bite you eventually. It'll come back to bite you. And to me, in that recording that was Lika and me, he sound like a scorn lover. I don't care if he said he don't give a F. He missed that punani. You know, Natalie was the bottom B, okay?
On the show, I'm going to ask you to remove it before I send a copyright in. So these is the only motherfuckers copywriting shit, you feel me? Like, and I've been saying it for the longest, like, this man keep getting my page deleted and fucking with my page. So one of the girls, T, I was talking to T like a couple of months ago, and she was just like, you know, he be deleting pages and shit. Just be cool so he don't get your page deleted. Like, so everybody know, like, that nigga's sister and be getting everybody's page deleted, you feel me? But this time I'm able to show the receipts because it's like every fucking time I get to tripping, y'all motherfuckers be sitting up there, and I'm not saying all y'all, I'm just talking about the Zeus dick eaters. Oh, Stoner Girl's so obsessed with Zeus. She wants to talk about Zeus. Bro, I've been minding my motherfucking business, getting my motherfucking money. I got my own network dropping that
Facts. She haven't been bothering them. They keep bothering her. So you poke the bear, you get bit eventually.
I already start filming for. I don't have no reason to talk about these people and fuck with these people. Like, I'm getting too much money to be worried about these motherfuckers. Like, so when was that? March the 2nd? That was just a day ago that a motherfucker sat there and copyrighted all my motherfucking videos on my page to try to get my page deleted. That's all a motherfucker doing. Like, they trying to do it slowly. And I'm not fucking stupid. Like, so it just goes to show how pressed these motherfuckers be. And it all makes sense because just the other day, bro gonna just randomly hit my husband and say, oh, he's basically was saying, like, I don't care what Stunna has done. Like, it don't gotta be like this. We still want to work with y'all.
See, this is what they mad about because they couldn't control Stunner. See, Stunner came into the Zeus situation. She was married. She had a husband. So she wasn't eligible for the pass around. And Lemmy probably really wanted Stunner Girl. But she just wasn't for the game. She knew better. And she has her own following without the Zeus Network. She has sold out shows without the Zeus. She doesn't need them.
He was like, even when he was like, Stunner brought a lot to the network, just all this fake ass shit. He was like, Stunner brought a lot to the network, and it don't gotta be like this. I still want to work with her. I want to do a show. We can do a show and all this bullshit. And you know what I said? I said, fuck no. Like, nigga, I will never in my motherfucking life, bitch got declined and hanged up on. So then, what was that? What I say? March the 2nd. March the 2nd, all of a sudden, my page is getting fucked with. And it's like, I don't be understanding why these people just can't leave me the fuck alone, bro. Like, I just don't get it. And it'd be like, especially when you know a motherfucker got so much dirt on you, like, why do you continue to play? And it'd be like, motherfuckers be throwing a rock and hiding their motherfucking hand. That's all it be.
Zeus is coming off very desperate. You know, it's very known that the last season of Baddies, the ratings weren't that great. Okay, they're missing Krishan Rock, and I think they're just trying to bring anyone that's going to bring some drama to the show. They trying to use Rolly and what's the other one? Biggie. They trying to use them, but I don't think it's bringing as much traction to the network like they need to. It just looks like Zeus is drowning.
So,
and this is why they had to collaborate with Nick Cannon. Like, Nick Cannon didn't need the collaboration with Zeus. He's over at MTV. He's solidified over there, okay? And plus his father built Nickelodeon.
I don't got no reason to be pressed off these motherfuckers. Like, bitch, my motherfucking house is bigger than the motherfucking CEO's house. I wake up every day and I get money. My life is great. I have nothing to be worried about. Like, I'm a motherfucking CEO too. I'm over here worried about what shows I'm about to be shooting and shit like that. Getting my passport. I don't have no reason to be pressed about like nothing. Like, so this is the type of shit that really grind my gears, because last month when my TikTok got fucked with, I didn't come on here and say nothing. I just let it slide, because I'm like, they gonna be trying to say, oh, I'm so worried about this, I'm so worried about that. I let it slide, but now you playing with my motherfucking hard work. Like, that's my hard work. Those are my videos, my motherfucking videos that I put money into, that I motherfucking promoted, that had millions of views on it. Those are my memories, and that's my hard work and motherfuckers playing with. And that's what's really gonna do it. Like, that is what's really gonna do it. Like, imagine all your videos that you for the past couple years uploaded, and it's not just random videos of me being cute.
All right, so Stunner Girl, this is why she's exposing the Zeus Network. They keep messing with her. They messing with her money. So she like, I'm gonna mess with y'all. And I say they need to stop. If they want to keep their network intact, if they don't want to get diddy. That's what I say. But we gotta move on, guys, because we wasted enough time on the Zeus Network. All right. And I'm not even subscribed. Put a 1 in the chat if you're subscribed to Zeus Network. I'm not. I refuse to pay for trash. All right, but we got more pressing issues, Naughty Crew. Did he do it or did he not? I'm just saying. This is just weird to me. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Let me make this bigger. This whole situation is Naughty Crew. This whole situation in this picture.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Let's start with this little girl right here with her leg all up in the air. And Russell decided to do some peekaboo action. Weird. Weird. Oh, God. So, Russell Simmons with a message after Usher visits him in Bali. A friend walks in when others walk out. Now, Usher, you ain't been... Usher. We was with you for the Super Bowl. We was with you for the Las Vegas residency. We was with you for you getting remarried. But this right here, my brother, I ain't with. What for the life of me. When you at a career high, why would you downgrade your brand to go see this rapist that's on the run? Y'all make it make sense. But you know, Uncle Rush, he needs any opportunity to put some good press out there about himself. Morning Flow with a bunch of really happy Bali friends. The generosity of spirit exuded by my friend Usher was amazing. That sounds kind of homo. I ain't gonna hold you. FYI, are always so happy to be in his presence. So when they practice with him, it's an honor. Usher, where your wife? It's too soon to be cheating. It's weird. It's weird. So Russell posted, when I was at the lowest point in my life, I woke up and this man was sitting by my bed. Mm-mm. I had known Usher since he was a kid, but we really bonded because of our mutual love for self-discovery. This is like a love letter to your boyfriend. And I believe in yogic science as a direct route to realizing God's consciousness in ourselves. People remember to remember this. A friend walks in when others walk out. I will never forget the generosity of spirit I witnessed in this man. God bless you, baby bro, at Usher. Love you. I'm disturbed by this. Anybody else? I'm like disturbed. Okay, so I started thinking of like, why would Usher go to see Russell? Why? Right? You know, here recently he was named in that lawsuit like Meek Mill. And I'm thinking maybe he trying to get an escape plan. Like, how'd you do it, bro? How'd you escape the country? Diddy's about to get us all done up. Now my name is coming up. That picture look weird. That picture looks weird. And they're trying to say it's a surprise visit, but they had time to do this. I don't know. It's weird. This man right here in this yoga pose. I had so many thoughts. What's that position called, Naughty Crew? To all my yogis out there. Something disturbing about this picture. It's something disturbing. How they have time to make this if it was a surprise visit. Is that Russell's youngest daughter? I guess this is what Russell is doing as he's on the run. Hey, Bianca. Yes, good point. Yes. And let me tell you, like, Usher, he's not completely innocent. Let's just call a thing a thing. But I just think he was tainted when he was a young kid by Diddy and by going to live with Diddy for a year. And one of the things that, I would like to point out, he always dated older women. It's weird. He always dated older women. I think that's as a result of what he went through at Diddy's daddy camp or whatever you want to call it, Diddy's Candyland. I don't know. What was that thing called? And he was violated. So I don't, because in the industry, in order to get success, you have to continue to sacrifice over and over again. And I believe, and this is my belief, that one of Usher's sacrifices was Justin Bieber. The same way L.A. Reid handed him over to Diddy. That's the same way he did Justin Bieber. And now all this old footage is coming up, like about Usher's old interview with Howard Stern. Creepy. And it's like, Usher, why? Why did you go over there to see Russell? Why would you even want to associate your brand with that? Especially when you're on an all-time high. Like, Russell, until you can come back to the States and answer for what you have done to these women, this whole HBO documentary's out there. And anyone who supports him, I feel like you're suspect too. You know this Jay-Z staying far, far away. He's staying away from all of them. Like, I don't have time. It is not my turn. I just think Usher went over to Russell Simmons to find out how he escaped.
New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Usher look like he fresh off that plane. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and like
y'all remember this clip? Like Puffy is he's so diabolical that he's just telling on himself now. First of all, Diddy was rich back then. Why him and Usher sleeping in the same bed? Number one. Why y'all fighting over frosting plates? It's nasty. It's nasty. All these resurfaced clips are coming up. And Usher, you wouldn't even be willing to send your own kids there. So why would you send Justin Bieber to Diddy when you wouldn't even send your own kids there? And for the life of me, what I don't get is Diddy's not even like, what could you possibly learn from Diddy? He's not even a real rapper or artist. Y'all make it make sense to me. What could you possibly learn from Diddy besides how to get drunk, indulge in drugs? I don't understand the purpose. I don't understand why Usher had to go live a year with Diddy. My kid ain't going to live with no adult that I don't know for no whole year. Yeah, that's what like parents need to really, really protect their children. Seriously. They need to learn to protect their children at all costs. Because Hollywood, as bad as people wanna their kids to be famous and stuff like that, the industry is built off of trafficking. And that's the fact. So just know when you send your kid to anybody's house, there's a possibility they're going to get violated or passed around and unfortunately, I think that's what happened to Usher. And this is all allegedly. And then he passed it down to Justin Bieber. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Yes, all that money and fighting over a box of cereal, like, make it make sense to me. That's some creepy stuff. Did y'all see what Russell Simmons was saying about Usher? It was giving me Lover. It was giving me we're in a gay relationship. It is a cycle. Sounds like grooming, allegedly. Like you can't tell. But Diddy is tearing everybody down with him. He don't care. Even Young Miami, she doing everything to get recognized and noticed. She posted that little notice the other day that we don't care about because you was down until you wasn't, chick. You was willing to be a pass around until you wasn't, until you seen all this come down the pipe. And this goes to show Diddy don't care about he don't care about her. He don't care about his kids. He won't even get his kid out of the lawsuit. But it's been talked about for years. It's just at the forefront now. You understand? Like, yeah, look, Young Miami's so desperate. She posting pictures of when she was a kid in front of a car. Look. Young Miami, Miramar High School days. I think 9th grade with my Pontiac G6. We don't care, Carisha. We don't care. Where was your parents? Why was you driving in the 9th grade? Your parents should have been driving you around. We don't care. We just don't even care. She was like, y'all think I'm lying? Even Nicki Minaj, okay? At the top of her tour, she had about knowing about, yeah, look, y'all see it for yourself. Shout out to Hollywood Group.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Because I do. Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers?
I'm just saying, shout out to Hollywood Group Chat. It is all coming out. The year of exposure. You can rumble, you can't hide. You can rumble, you can't hide. And Diddy is taking everything in his path with him. And if Kelsey, aka Megan Thee Stallion, ex-best friend, don't sit down, she gonna go down too. She need to go somewhere and shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I think Young Miami is going through it. Bloop. I think Young Miami is going through it. She done ruined her whole brand. And this is what happened, ladies, when you a gold digger chasing the bag 24/7, not caring about yourself, not putting yourself first. JT, she is thriving. Her song is popular on TikTok. People are making dances everywhere, okay? She ruined her whole brand. And JT said it on Angie Martinez podcast. Like, I hope dudes don't get in the way of our business. She said that. Go watch Angie Martinez podcast and look what's going down. JT ain't trying to be seen with her. Girl, you getting named in lawsuit. I ain't got time. Yams that, Young Miami. Yams that. Shout out to Hip Hop DX. Young Miami raises eyebrows with throwback pictures from high school. We don't care. She trying to bring attention. Because she got her new reality show coming out. Y'all let me know in the chat. Are y'all watching her reality show? I don't even think she's that interested. If she's not going to talk about Diddy and what went down, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Like, if you're not going to talk about Diddy, we don't want to hear what you got to say, Carisha. To be quite honest, her voice kind of annoys me. That's how I don't understand why they blew up her podcast. Her voice is like she's got a bunch of marbles in her mouth. Or like she's underwater. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody checking for Carisha, please. Nobody checking for Young Miami. This be influencer and stay quiet. Just stay quiet. And I saw the trailer for your reality show, the whole trailer. You're like, yams, yams, yams. Girl. Stop it. So this Canadian dancer is cloud chasing off of Nicki Minaj. Ridiculous. The cloud chase is real. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Canadian dancer accuses Nicki Minaj of stealing his choreography for a tour. I wasn't after payment just to collaborate and receive credit. They offered me under $100. So why did you let them use your dances then? I'm so tired of these folks. First of all, this is the dance.
I just saw the snippet of the Fuck the Club Up tour choreo from Nicki's tour, and I am just so grateful to know that my work makes people feel things. And honestly, I just want to make some dope shit with some dope people in this life. And there's so many things that I want to make. There's so many things that I want to do with my community and those that have really supported me and pushed me forward. And I really want to figure out ways on how to make that a reality. I hope that one day, so I'll be able to work with some really amazing talent and make some magic. And I'm really looking forward to that in the future. Thank you so much. Is magic and divine.
You know, Nikki responds. She said, "I thought a lady made it up. Thought she was an artist having fun with. So glad Barb brought it to my attention in time, making me proud as always. I have Casper reach out to this very talented and seemingly very sweet guy ASAP to figure out the best way to make him feel seen, appreciated, and paid." How Chase? Why didn't you just reach out to her? So here's Nikki doing the dance.
Hey y'all, thank you so much to those of you that shared and tagged me in this. I have an update, so let me get into it. So I was reached out to by a member of her team, and I wasn't after payment for this. I was just looking for the opportunity to potentially collaborate and to receive credit, and neither one of those options seemed possible and have been rejected.
All right, so he just wanted to be seen. He wanted to be on stage. He wanted to be seen. I would have took the money.
Want to thank you so much for your words of encouragement. Y'all saw something, knew it wasn't right, and brought it to my attention. And
I'm sorry, sir. Nikki tried to make it right. You had your own agenda.
we should be uplifting and supporting each other, and continuing to do so. So I encourage other artists to seek credit for their work.
I encourage artists to handle their business properly. She reached out to you to make it right. I don't want to hear your sob story. I'm done. Make sure you get your just due. Period. All right, who else we got on the docket? We did Russell Simmons. Oh, shout out to Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Okay, Bad Boy 4 coming to your theaters in June. I love the Bad Boy franchise. They finally officially wrapped filming. It's going to be in theaters June 7th. And I am here for it. I need me some action pack in my life. And I think Will need to bounce back. Okay. He's been trying to come back since the slap. Do y'all forgive Will? I forgive Will. I forgive. I think Will need a new wife. But Will, you like it. I love it. I said you can't copyright dance moves. So I can't wait. Y'all let me know if y'all going to see Bad Boys. I always love Martin Lawrence and Will Smith together. And this is one of the movie franchises where Will Smith looks really, really attractive to me because he got a little gangster. I wonder if they're going to bring Gabrielle Union in though. Because he was messing with Martin's sister. Gabrielle was his sister. But Will always looks so sexy to me in this franchise. I forget that. He's bi. For a moment. Just for a moment. I'm saying. Congratulations, Martin Lawrence and Will. I look forward to it. On the tail end of that, like Meek Mill, you need to go sit down. You need to take a page out of Will Smith's book. He's so butthurt over this allegations. If it's not true, shut up. If it don't apply, let it fly, Meek. God, you need some media training. Oh, Meek Mill says he's interested in moving to Africa. That is not going to change the fact that you and P. Diddy were in a relationship. The matching outfit solidified it for me. I don't know, Naughty Crew. Y'all let me know. He said, I want to get citizenship in Ghana. Me too. America made to tear black men down if you don't follow orders. You think you going to jail all those times didn't help you figure that out? The way that judge had you in a chokehold? And you thought all these celebrities rallying around you to get you bailed out of jail so you could tour and make that money. You thought that was all going to come for free. You thought they was doing that out of the generosity of their heart, huh? You foolish little lad. You foolish little lad. It was the reason why they was doing that. You were the poster child for prison reform. You had to pay the piper. Y'all remember the scene when Meek was hopping on the tennis court? He was getting passed around through the elite. Allegedly. And you mad because it's coming out. But everything come at a price in the industry, sir. You ain't know that? That's all them people was rallying around you. They said, fresh meat. Africa don't got this ish. I'm getting dual citizenship if they let me. Meek, you in your feelings, son. If you ain't do nothing wrong, you wouldn't be doing all of this. Somebody needs to get him. Because he shout out to the Jasmine brand. Yo, J-Lo, Jenny from the block getting exposed. Okay, just like she got exposed for Ashanti. Not knowing how to sing. Ashanti doing her covers. Well, the Bronx girls is coming out and exposing their ass. Come on, give it to her, sis. Let them know who J-Lo really is.
Can we just talk about how Jennifer Lopez has been capitalizing off the Bronx literally her whole career and nobody's spoken about it? Have y'all ever heard of J-Lo doing a food drive in the Bronx? Have y'all ever heard of her doing a fundraiser in the Bronx? Castle Hill, at least, where she's actually from. Something, like, for her community, since she want to be Jenny for the block so bad. The block don't like her. And my thing is, there's so many other up-and-coming artists that have done so much for this community. Even Fat Joe, Cardi B, even Remy Ma has done so much for the community. And she has not done a single thing, bro. She does not like us. Stop letting her jack the Bronx. Can we just talk about how Jennifer Lopez has been...
Stop letting her jack the Bronx. Just like she jacked her voice. I think Diddy ran her behind out of New York. She ain't been with a black man since. Hey, Jayla girl. She ain't been with a black man since. Stop letting her jack the Bronx, y'all. Let's get into Jonathan Majors fronting for the gram. Him and Megan Good. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Megan girl, you better get him some help. But if you like being a Coretta Scott stand-in, we love it. Let's get into it, Naughty Crew.
All right, so guys, thank you so much for talking to us. Why are awards like this important, and why was it important for you to be here?
You take the first part, I'll take the second. Well, just it's important. It is important to celebrate just Black entertainers, people who are bringing their unique view, their unique way of sharing and storytelling. And we're here tonight celebrating Dion. And so we're really excited about that. And he's been a mentor and a big brother to us. So, yeah.
And what about you?
I would say ditto, and then I'll add.
This is giving me, he's using her to clean up his image so he could get back in the industry.
Just a fellowship, letting everybody know that we are here. We make beautiful.
Notice how he tried to be a gentleman and let Megan answer the question first, because he wants to make it seem like he honors Black women, even though he was with a bunch of clear ones before her.
Art and the contribution that's made to the film, landscape, is grown by the contributions of many of the people in this room.
Amen.
So we're happy to be here, and we're here to look after and support our brother Dion Taylor. So excited to be here.
It's Oscar season. What do you think? There's a lot of diverse nominees this year. What do you guys think? Is Hollywood moving forward?
I certainly hope so. Looks like it. Yeah, God willing. Yeah.
All right, my last question. How are you guys doing? You doing okay?
In love.
We're doing
that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good.
Great.
We're doing
God's
good.
good.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wicked. Thank you.
All right.
Y'all believe him? In love. He was just in love. Just a minute ago. How y'all liking his Coretta Scott stand-in? Y'all let me know. You think Megan Good is fitting the bill? Being used up. Used up. But he's just trying to get back in the good graces of Hollywood. Okay, he's trying to get roles wherever. All right. And so now that he can't get the big roles like Marvel and stuff like that, watch you start seeing him in more Tyler Perry movies. I'm just saying. Don't come back now. Don't come back to us now. We don't want to be your sloppy second. Because you can't get work with the clear man. They done blackballed you. And you think you want to come back over here? I still got 50. Tyler, if y'all hire this mofo, we going to have a problem. He using us. It be your own people. I swear it be your own people. Using abuse. It's all good. No, it's not good. Shout out to Kenya Moore, okay? Shout out to Kenya Moore, because say what you want about Kenya. She's definitely an entrepreneur, and she knows how to be innovative. Let me see what our comments are saying. Jayla says, never be with a man who has been with the other side. Look, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just the fact that he was trying to make that clear woman stand in the footsteps of Coretta Scott and Michelle Obama. And it's like, if that's what you wanted, wouldn't you want to be with somebody that really, really knows the roots and the history behind that? Instead of trying to mold someone, like, it just feels like opportunist to me. Okay, Juby Buggin said Megan using him just like he using her. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. It seemed rehearsed. It seemed like they were both playing roles. Hey, Shay B, good morning. I don't know. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. You think Tyler would have him? You think 50 would have him? I don't know. Make sure y'all hitting that thumbs up button. What time is it? Let me time check. All right, we got a few more minutes. But shout out to Kenya. You love her. She has opened up a new luxury hair spa. Kenya Moore, she plays on Housewives of Atlanta. I think she got something going with the hair care. Hair is $1 billion business a year. I'm not mad at her for getting a piece of that.
I'm Kenya Moore. Of course, I have my own luxury hair spa. I'm Kenya Moore. Of course, I get served the wine and the tea at my hair spa. Thank you, gorgeous.
So cute.
I'm Kenya Moore, founder and CEO of Kenya Moore Hair Care. Of course, I sell my own merchandise in my hair spa. I'm Kenya Moore. Of course, I'm doing a new photo shoot for my hair care line. I'm Kenya Moore. And of course, this is my legacy for my daughter, Brooklyn.
Aww. I thought that was dope. Shout out to the Jasmine brand, and shout out to Kenya Moore creating generational wealth for Brooklyn, because Lord knows her daddy is broke. And James said, I'm sticking with the sisters. Shay B said, Kenya is my fave. I think congratulations to her. You know, she get on my nerves on the show, but I like her as a businesswoman, you know. Can we talk about head wraps a little bit? And for those of you who are scared to do head wraps, it's really quite easy. I have videos on my channel doing it, but this is one of my favorite styles, the pineapple style. Boom, boom. So easy. Love, love, love. It's the quickest and it's one of my favorite styles. So yeah, Kenya looks good. Kenya looks good. She's taking really, really good care of herself. And I'm loving that for her. I really am. I'm really super, super happy for her for hair care. Has anyone ever tried her hair care? You know who else is looking good out here after divorce? Drew Sidora. She's looking good. She's looking a lot happier. Word on the curb is she is dating Portia's ex, the hot dog man. What was his name? Dennis. Girl, run. He just as bad as Ralph, child. You could do better, Drew. But you're looking good, girl. Skin glowing. You're looking good. She's looking a lot happier. Ooh. Chris Brown, he lost his lawsuit against Popeyes. Shall he might have to? I don't think his house will get repoed because Chris got guap or whatever. But he was trying to open a Popeyes franchise. All right. So Breezy on the Bus is forced to pay up by a Georgia judge. Popeyes and CMB Bank are coming after the star and others for not paying up for a Popeyes franchise investment. The total is about $1.7 million. And he has only a number of days to settle the debt. Multiple sources confirm the bank and courts are prepared to seize his property to collect their cash in the form of cars, houses, and assets if needed. Chris, pray them their money. He got $1.7 million. So Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child went viral. Shout out to the Shade Room for catching this. she dropped a commercial and she is quoting, "I was in one of the most iconic girl groups and no one recognizes me." And I think she always caught a bad rap.
You know what is disappointing? I was in one of the most iconic girl groups and no one recognizes me.
Michelle! Michelle! You spit that out! Hmm? Naughty Michelle! Michelle, naughty!
Who calls their dog Michelle?
Michelle Williams.
Yes. Yeah.
Chopped you all up.
At least.
Let me tell you. So Michelle Williams is, unfortunately, she catches a bad rap because she came in at the tail end of the group. Good morning, Bree. She came in at the tail end of Destiny's Child right before Beyonce went solo, you know. So and then she's also in the gossip realm, so she's not really out here like that. I mean, she had that failed TV show on OWN, which I thought, ugh. I mean, she talked about her mental health and everything, and she's on the verge of getting married. I don't know what happened to that, but you know. And then we're not going to forget on BET when Michelle had that iconic fall. Oh my God. And the girls kept going and then left her to fend for herself. Like, she just always caught a bad rap. All right. And can I be honest? She can sing and she has a different type of tone, but I just never liked how her voice blended with Kelly and Beyonce's. Like, Beyonce and Kelly have that soulful, down south, wholesome voice, right? Where Michelle has like that high pitch, mousy voice, and I just never liked how it blended. And anytime her parts came up, it just always felt off to me. And I would have liked them to go back and get LaToya Luckett to fill in, as opposed to that. I can see if I can order them for you, James, the silk do-rag. I have turbans though. I have turbans and I have jersey fabric head wrap. Good morning, Bree. Shout out to the Shade Room, but I just thought it was cute that she decided to maximize off of it because she's like the forgotten Destiny Child member. Like, let's go over to Dead Meat Mamaville. Okay, I used to love the show Teen Mom. I loved it. I watched it from the very beginning. Why? Because I can relate. I was a teen mom or whatever. But it wasn't until the later years it just started getting trash. You could tell it turned into more about like ratings than actually helping the girls. But one of the girls that never took advantage of the opportunities was Janelle Evans. And she was a deadbeat mom from the very beginning. Her mom, Barbara, she was infamous on the show for raising her son, Jace. Jace recently ran away because of the abuses he was enduring in the household. We have watched Janelle battle with addiction on the show, go through a string of bad relationships, and then she got with David, and he finally got her removed because he's a major narcissist and a racist, all right? And because of his racist rants and stuff like that, he got them removed from the show. And I feel like she really got unhinged when she got with David and she was making irresponsible choices. Like, she received her license to carry and it was a road rage incident on the show. Her son Jace was in the car. Janelle proceeds to follow the road rage person because she wanted to bust the blicky. Irresponsible. She always have been irresponsible with that kid or whatever. So Jace was literally, she fought for years to get Jace back because Barbara didn't want him in that household, rightfully so, or whatever. But finally, I think she just gave up and let him go with his mom because he got to the age. And the poor boy suffered from abuse. He had to run away. And he told the police, it's because of my mom's husband. He does not treat me right. And that's just putting it lightly for YouTube. All right. And so she just went through this whole CPS case, Janelle, or whatever, because her kids were removed. She had to go through all of this or whatever. And she still was thinking about her husband's side. All of this has been caused by this racist husband. Well, I guess she finally had enough of this mofo and she finally filed for separation. But her brand, she could have been way further out. And this dude is a bum. He don't have no job. He live off of her teen mom check or whatever. And I just really, really think he got jealous. And that's why he ain't mind getting her fired. Let's see what this TikToker have to say.
The breakup writing had been on the wall, but TMZ is confirming that former Teen Mom star Janelle Evans has filed for separation from David. Anyone who follows Janelle online has noticed that David has been noticeably absent from her social media posts recently. TMZ says that it is just a separation. There isn't a formal divorce filing, but most likely that is what's next. In this separation filing, Janelle makes several allegations against David, including erratic behavior, substance abuse, and refusal to work. And most recently, Janelle's son Jace had run away multiple times over the summer, and David has been charged with misdemeanor child abuse and felony assault by strangulation for allegedly assaulting Jace. According to TMZ, the official date of separation was February 16th, and Janelle filed for separation on February 23rd. And according to TMZ, Janelle made additional allegations against David, including that he hasn't checked on her since they separated, that he's living on their boat, and alleges that he has just gone off the radar. Janelle is asking for primary physical custody of the daughter that they share, Ensley. And according to TMZ, she wants control of the family home and a majority of the marital assets for herself. I am very curious where Janelle's mom, Barbara, is and what she has to say about all of this. The breakup writing had been on the wall, but TMZ is confirming that former Teen Mom star Janelle Evans has filed for separation from David. Anyway.
And I say it's about, like, you can't be choosing these men over your children, especially if you're the one supporting the man. They both are toxic. You are so right. They are both toxic. But I think it's about damn time. Do I think she done? Time will tell. Janelle is all over the place. And I hope she really take the time to get the therapy that she needs. But she got some narcissistic tendencies too. Yeah, he was doing that to her too. So it was just a vicious cycle. But Janelle went from one bad relationship to another. She never put Jace first. She never put her kids first. She always put a man before her kids. And that's why, like, this is happening to her. Like, how much are you willing to sacrifice? Poor Jace. Because you know what? Only thing he always wanted was his mother's love. Here, I'll drop the link just in case anybody want to come up and really quickly, and then we'll close the show. We got into so much, but it's just so much going on in Hollywood, Naughty Crew. Like, I didn't even touch on Krishan and her being an idiot because she loved Blueface more than she loved Blueface more than herself too, and her kid too. And she'll learn what jail talk really means. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to log into work. She recently spoke out about her warrants and stuff like that. Y'all hear Russell Wilson got dropped from Denver? So NLE Choppa was trolling Krishan. Him and Mabu created a song. They brought forth a fake Krishan, and she felt the need to respond to this. But you know, I saw the live. I'm like, I don't care. When you gonna turn yourself in? So she spoke to those charges. So that's the only thing I want to hear about, and that's the only thing I'm gonna share with my naughty crew because for some reason she thinks she's not going to jail.
To help my situation out. Because, I had my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and dealt with it from inside to the outside of the jail. So whatever. So I don't be like, but right now I got to play cautious because, I don't plan on being in jail while my son is growing. Like, I just don't plan on that at all. So I'm doing every way possible to get that figured out without even trying to serve time. And it's working out for me. So I'm going to work on my little situations and stuff. That's all about it. But how do you feel about the Baddies reunion? I didn't watch it, but the clips I was tagged in to help my situation out. Because, I had my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and dealt with it from inside to the outside of the jail. So whatever. So I don't be like, but right now I got to play cautious because, I don't plan on
This girl thinks she don't have to go to jail. Well, she will. A hard head make it soft behind. She thinks she can avoid it, but you was not thinking about your son when you were putting hands on people, ma'am. But now you want, I got a son. Now she want to use Junior as an excuse of why she can't answer these charges and things like that. She needs a slice of humble pie. She needs a slice of humble pie. So over these people. They are cracking down on the city of Miami is cracking down on these spring breakers. They are not playing with them. But Just Hilarious spoke out about how 105 lowballing her. Let's get into it.
I got an offer. I was insulted. I know that feeling. I made this a month. I was upset, but I was taking it as a personal attack when it's business. But that also showed me people will pay you something if you allow them to. That's why offer is so low, because you have some of us who will take it and then complain later. Right. You never ever allow yourself to be disrespected, then they can't continue to do it. And then you can't later, I'm not. How could they? Because you let them in the first place. I was willing to even walk away if they ain't budge, but I went ahead and then I knew, because I did my own research on the numbers that I bought them just guest hosting. And even though Breakfast Club big, we're gonna benefit each other. Don't just look at it one side of our heart. Don't just look at, what y'all gonna do for me. Look at what I'm gonna do for y'all. And then hit me back. I was shocked. And they honored this and they honored that. And I won that. And I felt really, really good about it because I'm always gonna bet on myself. When I got an offer, I was insulted. I know that feeling. I made this a month. I was upset, but I was taking it as a personal attack when it's business. But that also showed me people will pay you.
Okay, me and Bree been talking about this all along because people have been coming out, they don't pay us our publishing, this and that. You saw how Jess just stood on her business. All right? Just said, I know my worth and I'm
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand.
She stood on business 10 toes down. She stood in her worth, and this is how you do it, people. Just because somebody presents you with a contract don't mean you have to take that offer. You have to fight for what's yours. And that's what she did, and I'm not mad at her. And then she saved it for the interview so she can get paid. I ain't mad. And Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club went along with it. Bree said that part. This is how you negotiate, and that's why I wanted to bring it to the forefront, Brie. Even the dancer that's clout chasing off of Nicki Minaj. Like, and Nicki tried to make it right. And you wanted things your way. I'm over these people. Good morning, Brie.
Good morning. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that just said this. And then I'm happy for Russell Wilson too. Even though he was dropped from Denver, he got guaranteed money. So it's Denver's loss, it's not his loss. I think Russell knows he's getting close to that. I'm an old quarterback because if we look at the NFL right now, it's a bunch of young quarterbacks and he can't do the things that they're doing right now. Like he's in his 30s, they're in their 20s. You know,
Exactly.
it's like dog years for an athlete to still be playing at their finest. So he'll be all right. But as for Just Hilarious, I'm so happy she said this. It just validates everything I've been saying. I feel like she's a part of the Bay Squad. She's a part of the Naughty Crew because she didn't just cry about, oh, they're just giving me this amount of money. She came with a number. She came with an offer. And I know it's hard to validate your worth, but this just proved to me that sometimes y'all have to turn down the deal and reassess. She said, I did my own research. She knows what it brings. Even though I don't care for Krishan knows the views of Zeus have went down since she hasn't been on it. So I think she's been working on herself. I think somebody has came and helped her become a better person because she hasn't been like raw and all that other jazz. And she knows what she needs to do in order to bring in money, especially after she lost all that viewership, getting that tattoo on her face. We know she's done behind blue face, but it is what it is. I'm just proud of her. I'm very excited. I don't really care that Megan Good and Jonathan Majors uh, are still together and he did all that stuff. Look, how a man treats one, sometimes you don't treat the other one like that. And that goes for abusive men. It just, I don't know what that's about, but it happens. Maybe he is good to her. Who knows? And as for Young Miami, she's gonna be good. Okay, I think people want her to lose because she's a black girl who was able to finesse a billionaire and then still be on top. Not a lot of black women can do that. We're used to seeing black women out here like Risa Tisa and crying about how they're not getting their just due. How
oh my God, I'm so over this chick. She's like on Good Morning America because it is like.
I mean, my thing is this: everybody who feels bad for Risa Tisa, she do have a big back, right? She do. That's the truth.
Ain't apologize.
But she wanted to be with that man. She knew he was lying. My friend watched the whole 8 hours. She said, how do you work for a sheriff's department and you don't run a background check on a man you met on the internet? She was just desperate to be with somebody. She was happy she was able to say, I'm a wife. And that's a bigger issue. I don't have an issue with Risa Tisa. I wish her the best, but she's not liberating anybody, baby. She is a perpetual victim. When I watched the Tamron Hall interview, I learned so much in that little bit of time. Shout out to Tamron Hall for getting that. I learned really fast that Risa Tisa is comfortable with being a victim. That's where she thrives. So I'm not watching anything else of hers. I'm not tapping in. Thank you for bringing this. I know I sound a little hoarse, but that's because I was like outside all weekend.
Did you have fun?
Of course, you know I did. You know I did. Like
turn up. I love it.
Yes,
I love
but
it.
thank you
What
for
do you
doing
think about
this.
Natalie Nunn being exposed? I'm like,
For Stunna Girl to be exposing Natalie Nunn and she's such a gangster, it just goes to show you these hoes be jealous. Like, even though Natalie Nunn is doing her thing, Stunna Girl is mad because she decided to do whatever. She's been exposing people for months, and what has that gotten her? Nowhere. So that should tell her, shut your mouth. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we're laughing and kikiing at the tea, but that's not putting you on. That's not getting celebrities to work with you. That's not putting you on major networks. That's not making your music hot. That's not getting you in the numbers. Girl, all it's doing is showing that Natalie is the boss that pays the cost. Her husband's not going to leave her. She's bringing in money. That's the name of the game. And a lot of relationships are like that. She's been married for almost 10 years now. So
13.
13 years. Okay.
They was
Look,
on marriage boot camp.
13 years. She doing a little cheating. It's because she has to pay bills. She's probably like, I married this NFL player who turned out to be a bust. And now I have to do what I gotta do. So she probably doesn't respect him. I mean, there's so many layers to why women cheat. At least she's staying with her husband and she's being a good wife, because I can't tell from how they interact with each other that she's a horrible wife and mother. He just knows, like, when she's outside, and when she's at home, she's at home.
Mm-hmm. They just have an arrangement like that.
Yeah, they have a deal. Like, just don't bring it to the house. Don't pop up with no babies. You can clearly tell.
But I'm gonna need her to stop paying for these bums, though.
You know what?
I need her to cheat up.
I think she pays for the bums because it's exciting. You know?
It's a power thing, you think?
Yeah, I think it's that. I think because what she could cheat with anybody, and she decided to cheat with a man she pays for. A lot of women in power pay for men. That's what they do. They pay for you to come and they pay for you to leave. I mean, it's the end all be all. But now look at him. She's gonna ruin his opportunity. He can't go to nobody else because he talks too much. He talks too much. Like, you
just
gotta,
like the Remy Ma situation, the easy to block. He ran his mouth too much.
And all the women were disgusted. Disgusted.
Stop kissing and telling. Hey, Curves.
Hey, Curves.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Grand Rising.
Grandest of risings to you both. Happy Tuesday. What did Will Smith do? I see him in your title. What happened?
Oh, Bad Boy 4 dropping June 7th. He just finished rapping.
Bad boy. What you gonna do? That's one of my favorite Will Smith thingies.
I love Bad Boys.
Me too. Is Martin in it with him again?
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Martin
Is Gabrielle Union gonna pop up as anything, you think?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They didn't say anything.
Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Oh my God. And then Natalie Nunn, were you talking about her and Jocelyn at the Zeus thing?
Well, that was yesterday, but Thunder Girl's like exposing all of her extramarital affairs.
So the things Jocelyn was saying were true?
Let me tell you something. And who posted it? Megan James. She posted on Twitter. Natalie does not care about anything but getting her money. And she's just one of those people that will do anything to get money.
And that's my thing, though. Look at the people exposing her. Megan James, where's she at? Struggling to get a man to validate her and be in her. She's another Risa Tisa. We got Stunner Girl, a girl who had to get that poom poom up and give her money to a pimp. Like, look at these women who are trying to expose her. Like, if Natalie said, "Come work for me right now," they would run back. That's why I'm just like, y'all, please.
I think Megan is in her issues. She joined the Basketball Wives franchise. She said, she posted on Twitter, y'all got to realize Natalie Nunn don't give a F. Never did. Her money and her family comes first, and those are her only concerns. You can't ever try to embarrass a person who do not care. LOL. She gonna always win in that aspect. She's just
well. She seemed a little bothered from what I saw. She seemed real bothered at what.
And this is my thing. Why respond if it's no truth to it? I just think you shouldn't respond. I think everybody should take.
I think she responded for Jacob's family, because if you remember Marriage Boot Camp, his family does not like her, but he likes her. So I think she did that to show, like, look, we was not in a good space. I was able to do my thing, and I'm not doing my thing now, which I don't believe, because I heard Lemmy saying he already messed around with her. I think these men get upset when they can't control her, and Lemmy if he keeps this up, a surviving Zeus is coming because
Oh yeah,
you're
he about
not
to
supposed to sleep with the talent, and you are the boss.
cannot mix business with pleasure. It will always mess with your bag. I wish people would learn this, but I just feel like Zeus is just like a cesspool of sexual deviance. I mean, that's
It's
just
the
my
Vanderpump Rules, but a network.
yes, just like Vanderpump Rules. Everybody sleeps with everybody. And now look, did you hear about Jax and Brittany are separated? I don't feel bad for Brittany because she knew
I don't
who
feel bad
Jax
for Brittany. Jax has been Jax. She thought you can't change a dog. A dog is going to be a dog.
A dog is going to be a dog, but I feel like Brittany really thought because she brought some Southern charm to him that he was going to just be this knight in shining army. Even though he gave that illusion that he, after they got off TV, that he was being better, I knew he wasn't better because Jax has always been trash since the beginning. I didn't like how he did his ex. I didn't like how he used to talk to her. And then he made it seem like when she cheated, finally cheated back, he was the victim. Like, no, sir.
fair exchange is
Well,
no robbery.
and I still am like off Brittany because that was the Faith Stour nail in the coffin was that Brittany Cartwright was offended the black girl had come forward and said she also slept with her toilet seat husband Jack. So she still hung out with Stassi and she had slept with her husband. She still hung out with Kristen and she had slept with her husband. But Faith needed to be off the show because
Listen,
you
they
hurt
didn't
me.
they didn't like none of those black girls who came up there. They
Yeah.
didn't even like the biracial one. Remember her? And she was
Mm-hmm.
so pretty. It was a thing because they had more popularity in that short time span.
And
That
yeah,
little bit of
people
time,
would love them.
the people loved them. And Stassi should have been off. I've never liked Stassi. I
Oh
had
my
fear
God.
for
Did you know
Stassi.
they offered her to come back and offered her more money? And she decided not to take it because she wants to raise her kids and stuff right now. But
Good.
Bravo only rewards those kind of people. And then for Brittany, though, Brittany and Jax, you know they have that show coming on, The
I know
Valley.
they do.
So I'm feeling like, again,
It's
they
for
playing in our
it's
faces. They're trying to get us like this because some people did care about Brittany. So of course now you're going to tune in to see the demise of this relationship that you knew was never going to work. So it's just to get us interested again because we were off them because they're freaking racist tendencies and all of that stuff.
was Jack really racist? I think he was just
Yeah, so part of the reason Jax had to go was because he had done some things to Faith also.
oh,
And
that is right. That is right.
yes,
That is
yes.
right.
So he had to go because Kristen, and Stassi had went on Stassi's podcast and laughed about calling the police on Faith. And then the three busboys had to go because they had used stuff in their social medias that was anti-black specifically. And so they had to get off the screen. So
It's
this is
But
just
my
so we
thing
can
with Faith
understand.
a
is
whole bunch
Faith
of
wanted to go
trolling
back.
ass.
That was my only issue. Faith wanted to go back, knowing that they said all these things. That's why I didn't like Faith. That made me look at Faith like, girl, are you dumb or are you slow? But
Well, that made me look at Faith like, girl, you better get the money you went there to get, and because you're not any worse than any of the white sluts on there giving your butt up to Jax Taylor. All she did what you do to get on film, which is sleep with Jax, and she didn't even get on film. Jax even slept with that weirdo girl
yeah, he
in the
did.
bathroom, and
And
she got
he
on
didn't
film the
even
whole freaking season. She was trying to follow the formula to get her shine and it wouldn't work for her because of her melanin. So I don't have a problem with women trying to get there. I mean, she had already done the act. You better let me have the outcome.
okay, yeah, that's truthful. As far as Miley Cyrus mama, look, I don't like how the title made it seem like Sugar Daddy because he was old. They did that on purpose for clickbait. But if you know anything about Miley Cyrus' sister, she's going where the bag is at. Period. It's just weird that the mom wanted him, but that's how they do when money's involved, baby. Ain't nobody to be trusted.
I mean, isn't that how Hollywood works? Why are we so surprised?
And look at
Hollywood, baby, that's real life. There's mothers out here taking their daughter's man every day, B.
Every day.
so
Every day.
Dominique, this gray-haired goatee guy, used to date the black-haired girl with Miley.
Yeah.
Sister, yeah.
And now the blonde with Dominic is Miley's mom and with her daughter's boyfriend.
You know, the Kardashians, they swap out partners like this too. Because Courtney's new husband, Travis, used to be crushing on Kim. It was weird.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Listen, we can't blame Courtney because Kim spread that puss all over Hollywood.
Yeah,
They
no.
can't date nobody.
Right.
They can't date nobody. Kim was out here looking for someone to put her on. And and all she got was wet poom poom. But but look at Kim now. She's dating Odell Beckham, who clearly dated Chloe, who wanted to be with Kylie. Hence why he was at Kylie's house during the Tory
That
Lanez
is
incident.
crazy. I
Like,
don't know. I'm not that secure, I don't think, to be with who my sister was just with and not be thinking that he wants to still be with her, at least both of us at the same time. I want it to myself. I want you know what I mean? Like,
Kim
that's weird.
don't give a damn. And I hate to say this like this, but when North gets older to date, I feel bad for her
Mhm.
because Kim is going to be trying to sabotage that. She has her, as much as she likes to say she's nothing like Chris, she is identical to Chris.
Identical. Yeah.
Chris, I mean, Kim, she has no boundaries. She'll do anything for attention, and that's why her and Courtney are on the out. She
You know,
wants all the attention at all costs, and I just see
ridiculous,
her and
too.
North competing when she gets
Oh
older.
my God, total competition with her daughter.
Look,
Total.
if she can sell that thing away, she would. But Kanye West is on her head. As much as Kanye do, and I don't like everything he do, he's not going to allow North to have a Kim Kardashian upbringing. And I think that's why Kim is like so silent right now because she doesn't know how to handle it. She could have been a lawyer. She could have been, able to put Kanye West down. But you know what she decided? He knows the whore in her. That's why he speaks to her like that. And I'm like, oh my God. But it makes sense because he says, my kids know me. My kids know me. And she's like, I need to figure out a way. But North is her daddy's twin.
Attitude and all.
Yeah. So that's why I think North is going to be probably the most level headed. It's Chicago. We're going to have to look out for.
No, I kind of feel like North might seem like she may be the most level-headed, but she could be actually the one with the most trauma because she understands exactly what's going on. And then you have your mom who's has done all this. We know about the sex tape. She has Google and TikTok. She knows what's up. And then you have your dad's new girlfriend who he dresses in dental floss and stockings and makes wear this weird head stuff. That's going to have an effect on how she sees herself in relationship to men. If everybody my dad ever loved was either half naked or screwing everybody or being totally controlled, I think that might have still an effect on her ultimately.
Do you think she might be the controlling one? Because how she treats Kim, I said,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
right now she
honey."
treats her just like her daddy, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
even Saint. Saint is like my dad, my dad. I think North is going to be okay because Saint won't allow North to do things. Remember
Mhm.
when she was on the internet? He said, "Dad said we can't be on the internet." I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
snap!" And he meant that.
Kanye really don't want his kids out there like that. But
Yeah.
it's Kim. You could tell they follow two separate rules in between the two
Mhm.
parents, and that's when like parenting 101, co-parenting, you have to have the same set of rules
Same
no matter where
page.
the
Yeah.
child goes, because it creates confusion. But I think North is going to be that rebellious one, and she's going to have enough money to run away on a private jet.
She is because Kim wants North so bad to be a Kim 2.0, and it's not going to happen because
It's not gonna
North
happen.
North loves Courtney. She loves being over there. She said Courtney is her favorite auntie. Uh, Then you have Chloe, who has self-esteem issues. She's not going to let North do anything. And then you have Kylie, because Kylie has said it publicly. Y'all let me get all this stuff to me. I would never let my child do that. And I said, oh, Kim and Chris are on the island by themselves. My, have the
Chris is nothing but a madam and a pimp to her kids, if you ask me. I mean, i.e. the whole Tiger and Kylie situation should have never went down. And why CPS was not called in that woman, I don't know.
You see, my thing was this. You know, we caused a ruckus to where Willow was like felt shamed for just laying in the bed with that man, even though he was fine, child. And the parents were there. Shamed. So now Willow is just now blossoming into the woman she should be. But we let Kylie be with this grown man everywhere. That was always weird to me.
I don't know if it's weird. I think we care. I think maybe some people might have just seen Willow as a more innocent person, perhaps, in the situation she was in. Whereas they were like, oh, Kylie's over there with her sisters. Maybe this is where she's going to end. Maybe we saved Willow for a reason. And didn't CPS actually end up at the Smith's house over those
Yes, they
images or
did.
something?
Oh my God. They was interviewed for months. I watched Red Table Talk. Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm. And so that's interesting that not only did we react a certain way, but CPS interjected in the way CPS interjects with melanin children. However, over there at Chris's house, you know what's going on. We saw Tigga and everybody was scratching their head. They were like, but isn't she 12? But isn't she 12? You know what I mean? We were all scratching our heads, but CPS that we know of never went to the Kardashians' house.
Never.
Baby Kim, listen, Chris saw Tiger, saw he liked Kylie because Kylie was over there on that pole. I used to watch the Kardashians, and she said, I need to find somebody willing to take my daughter on and rear her up into somebody successful. Yeah, a mess.
Oh my God.
Well, and then that Tyga was wasn't Tyga dating a whole other woman? Which one was Black China dating?
Black China. He had a baby with Black China.
Yeah.
And so Black China, the stripper that she is, she plays stripper games with the Kardashian. Like, oh, you gonna steal my baby daddy? I'm gonna
take
your brother and have a baby.
I love that she did that actually, but that went south. Did you know that her daughter Dream is the only baby
only
to leave the house
Kardashian.
with cigarette burns?
She's what?
Yeah, she had
Dream
cigarette burns from being over at
the Kardashians.
At the Kardashians. That's why
Yep.
that's why he can't get full custody. And even though they said that Rob wants China back, but China don't want him back because he's abusive, which we know that to be true because he beat Adrian Ballon up on national television.
Yep. I forgot they was together. Thank you for that.
Yeah, he has I don't know where his issues come from. Do you think he I don't know, did his mom
I think Chris used to beat them. I believe everything that Tokyo Tony said. Tokyo Tony said that the mother was a drunk. She wasn't raising them. She would get drunk every day. Kim, she gave to a professional golf player when she was like 13 and was listen, I believe everything the stepmother said. I believe everything
promiscuous girl.
I believe everything that woman who they sued said that ended up not getting Rob Kardashian's fortune because Chris didn't want to be a mother. I believe she is a drunk. I think that's why Courtney gives her such a hard time because Courtney was forced to take care of them kids.
Well, remember, Courtney's the only one that went to live with her father. She's the only one that went to live with her father because she couldn't take it no more.
Yes, and when Kim sued that lady, she said, I don't agree with that. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was a big deal.
Yeah, and Kim is like her puppet. She'll agree with anything her mother say because her mother put her on and everything. It's like they got like a incestuous.
They have a love-hate relationship.
They have a pimp-ho relationship, and Kim acts like her bottom bitch.
That's exactly it. So I believe Chris has traumatized those children. Even Brody, Bruce Jenner's other
Mm-hmm.
kid, he
The
can't
normal
stand
kid.
them.
Yeah.
He can't stand them or whatever. But the Kardashians will forever be trash. I only like Kourtney. I only ever like Kourtney. She's the only
One
one
thing
that
I
seems
can
like
say, one thing I think is everybody should take notes from people like the Kardashians is just that sometimes when people are looking for love, it's okay to look for the best position and to look for a version of love, I feel like, because sometimes other people wouldn't necessarily marry up, they would marry normal.
No,
And
I agree with you, Kurz, with that because marry the best.
yeah,
Marry the best. But she
exactly.
learned that from Paris Hilton. She didn't have that spirit in her. She went
no.
over
Mhm.
there to study.
Let's not forget Kim Kardashian is a liar and a thief. Okay, period. She that's all I saw her do on that show was lie. Let's not forget she stole from Brandy back in the day or
Right.
whatever.
Oh my God, stole that credit card stuff and all that.
Yes,
And
scratch a
why
lie
didn't
for the
Brandy do
thief.
something? I don't
They
understand why Brandy
did.
didn't do nothing.
They did, but
They did.
because Ray J did that sex tape, the deal was um because they made it seem like Ray J put it out. If they didn't put Ray J in jail, she would drop the charges.
Um, okay. So last summer, Ray
So
J was
they
having a come to Jesus moment on his live, and I have it somewhere archived. But he did like a manic episode and he went
Yeah, he told
live every day for weeks. And he was talking about, he showed the contract that they sent over to have him sign for the sex tape. They had already done a sex tape, and and the mother, Chris, this is all what Ray J said and showed. Chris said, "Oh, it's not that good. Can you do it again?" And asked them to do it again. They signed a contract at Chris's behest for this tape, and then turned around and blamed her for him. And I feel like that caused Ray J like to be seen kind of like as a, a revenge P guy in some people's eyes, and affected his mental health because he was young too and had this sex tape commissioned by
yes.
his girlfriend's mother. And
Yeah.
then they flipped the story on him and made him the villain and are still to this day doing this stuff. So when she was doing that whole thing about, oh my God, you have to go get the tape last year, Ray J had had enough and showed the contract and everything. I have it somewhere. It's in my iCloud.
No, most definitely. That's why I said Kim is she don't like to be called Chris, but she's very much a Chris. That's why Kanye West left. Cause she thought if she filed for divorce, he would stay because she's able to manipulate people and he didn't. And
Mhm.
that's why she can't that's why Kanye West knows how to get under her skin because he knows her secrets.
exactly. Hey Essence, welcome to the panel.
Hi, ladies. How you doing?
I'm
Hi,
doing
happy
good.
Tuesday.
Thank you. Yes, girl. I love the Kardashian topic. I do. It's a hot mess. It is. But yeah, she also got sued by her gardeners as well. She was
Oh, yeah.
not paying them. She was not giving them, according to the lawsuit, she was not giving them proper breaks. And if they asked for breaks, she would unlawfully fire them. So basically, indentured servitude is what
Mhm.
she was doing on her estate, allegedly. And she got sued for that. And also it came out too that she would go to like colleges in the area and employ, with air quotes, interns, so that she does not have to pay them to like make her Kimoji app. That was also, I think, another
Yeah,
lawsuit.
that was a whole scandal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kim Kardashian is actually
Trash.
problematic. She's problematic, yeah, and to
Mhm.
say the least. And that's why I have, as many times as I have wanted to, I have not been able to like consciously purchase from Skims.
She
Right.
stole that whole idea too.
Oh, that's my
She
black girl.
stole that from
Prima
Well, they're
Donna.
business partners, so it's not really stolen.
Prima Donna.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Emma Green. The
No, Nick, prima donna, but Nick has the same design as Kim Kardashian. I think that's what it's called.
Yes. So she saw what Spanx was doing. She saw what Prima Donna was doing, and then she made it her own thing. Now, again, Kimberly is a Kris Jenner 2.0. She hates to be called that. That's why she gets mad at Courtney, because Courtney clocks it like she see it. You know, all your kids are bad, spoiled, rich kids, but they like to make it seem like Courtney's kids are these out of control bad kids. Absolutely not. They're all spoiled. They're all bad. And you could tell that Kim do things to get under people's skin, right? And when the final straw was when Courtney agreed with Kanye.
Yes.
And also, on the last season of Kardashians, and I don't know if I'm behind or not. I don't think so. Actually, I am behind. They had all went to dinner. This is when like Kim and Courtney were like at the height of their. Oh, as far as the Dolce and Gabbana stuff, and Courtney called them a cult, and she said, "I'm not going to be a part of it." She called them a cult.
Well, they do have that church in the backyard, so they can get tax write-offs for
Well,
being a
Listen,
nonprofit.
Kanye West, when he called them hoes witches, he said they're witches. I believed it because I've always clocked it. Like, if you really look at it, right? Courtney was under a spell until she wasn't. She carried the Kardashians on her back. And then Kim turned around and pulled that BS. Oh, I don't want to feel my pregnancy on the show. I used to watch them all the time because I thought they were entertaining. But my thing with what Kris is and Kimberly is, they get mad at Courtney because Courtney finally found something they stole from her, and then they tried to flip the world against her, and it backfired. That's why we're seeing Kim now. She's looking old as hell, no matter what she do.
I love that scene when Courtney exposed her in front of her after the wedding, and she was just like, "You just can't stand for the attention to be on someone else besides you." Or whatever. I mean, and look at that partnership she's doing with Balenciaga after everything came out. Like, Kim's disgusting to me.
She is, and I think too,
walking in a Balenciaga fashion show with a gimp mask on. You make that make sense to me.
Clock that scene. I feel like with the Kardashians, their show I personally find entertaining only because of the Courtney kind of like the relationship breakdown that you can observe is like, okay, listen. And then also like I watch a lot of reviews of this show, and Kim is competitive with everybody. She doesn't respect Kendall, in my opinion, so she doesn't see her as competition. Chloe is her do girl, and when Chloe looks amazing. I hope she don't change nothing, don't nip, don't tuck, not one more thing. What you look like right now is your best era. Stay in it. So whenever Chloe's getting any kind of attention, she just belittles her. Now Kylie is like her front runner, because when it comes down to Kris and her favoritism, which I think is toxic,
I think that's what's wrong with Rob Kardashian. He always said it day on the show, like, my mom puts the girls before me, and I just feel like as a result of that neglect, he started using substances and things like that to supplement, and all he wanted was his mother's love, but she put her energy into what was marketable, and that was the girls.
No, she wanted to market him out to the highest bidder because that sperm is powerful. The fact that a Black woman got it and they want to own Dream, and it's not going to happen because Kris was probably over there burning that girl with cigarettes and whatnot. So yeah, because I believe it. I believe everything about that.
Who said that?
That's what the court documents say. That's why Dream is still in her mother's custody. Like, she was like, I don't care. Dream can't be on TV unless I approve it. None of her kids. And they want it so bad. That's why they're really mad, because people want to see the real Kardashian, the heir.
Oh yeah, that whole trademark.
I was just about to bring that up, Essence. How they trademark Dream's name. How do you trademark my child name?
Yeah, right. You still need both. You still need both parents to sign off on that. And also, let's clear this up too while we're talking. It's Women's History Month. Black China actually did win her lawsuit against the Kardashians. She just was not
Mhm.
awarded monetary gain, which is
Okay.
yeah, and that within itself is taboo because whenever does a court find in the favor of the person who's suing, but then they say, "Oh, but you don't get any money."
Wow, I never
That's
knew
what
that.
happened.
Yeah, it really happened. I mean, look, her father is one of the most acclaimed. Their father is one of the most acclaimed attorneys, and
Mm.
that's when I knew Kim was going to turn on Courtney because Courtney said she deserves it. Remember when they were all
Mhm.
sitting there
Oh
talking about
yes,
it?
and she was shading them like, oh, because remember Courtney was the only one who did not have to go to that case. Remember,
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Courtney was the only
Courtney told the
one.
truth.
And
She
you know
told the
what's
truth.
funny? That's why the Kardashians on Hulu is such a good show because it like Courtney is strategically exposing them like in like little by little, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm glad I," because I think it was the week of the Met Gala. Courtney was going with her man. Um, Kim had barely got invited, or whatever the case may be, but they almost had to miss it. That whole court case with Black China or Angela White, that whole case was a hot mess. Like they let them come in late and leave early, and they put her nudes up on the stand. They submitted Black China's nudes as evidence, and Courtney just was like, "Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to go." Like Courtney was the only Kardashian that Black China did not feel needed to be there to testify, and I
Because
feel
she
like
didn't
that speaks
participate
volumes.
in that foolishness. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
She does not participate in their shenanigans. Courtney
No, she
always
don't.
been like that, and she always stood on her business. And that's what they used to get mad like with family because Courtney used to be like, "No, I don't want to."
Right?
Okay,
And
you will film me in my pajamas.
Well,
mm,
remember also that's why
unfortunately,
Kendall and Kylie started teaming back up because Kendall was like, "Look at these hoes out treating us like outsiders because we're genders,
Okay.
and we're the reason why new audience looks at them."
I was
Especially
talking about
Kylie
weed.
because baby
Okay.
Kim be begging, "Please, Kylie, please, Kylie, please, Kylie," because Kylie can still get white men, even with her two kids. She can still get
Mm.
white men because she didn't go overboard with her blackness. She just happened to date a black quote unquote white style rapper.
Mm,
I
that is
called.
so good, Katori. That is so. You are right.
Go ahead, Curse.
You're
Go ahead.
right.
I was just going to say that there was that period where the Kardashians would hang out with black women specifically, and I felt like they were just trying to learn their aesthetic, to move like them. They were like mimicking everything about them, the Jordan Woods, all the other ones that they ever hung out with,
Mm,
and then they kick them to the curb as soon as they get what they need from them aesthetically, or they plump their butt right to learn how to walk right, or whatever. And then they went through this whole period of unblackening where slowly but surely their butts weren't as inflated, their hair became blonder, less tan, less this, and now they all kind of look like almost like white girls again. You know what I mean? But even Kanye West 2 weeks ago when he had that titanium grill in and he was
Uh-huh.
walking around talking to people in the airport, somebody caught him a sound bit of him calling her a witch again and said that her and Bay are Hollywood witches and sold their
mm.
souls. So he just said it again 2 weeks ago.
Yep,
Oh
and
my.
he put it in the song too.
He said, "I'm a forever troll Kim Kardashian." But you know what? He married that witch. He married that hoe.
Yeah, he did.
You know
But
what
you
I'm
know
And
what?
saying?
sought to. He wanted to. Remember, allegedly,
Yeah.
didn't he used to
Well,
look at her porn?
he
Yeah.
wanted to, but listen, he also was under a spell because for the longest time, I think they were trying to 5150 him. Because remember when he
Mm-hmm.
broke free, she couldn't believe it. She was losing her mind. If y'all go back and watch that episode where he ran off to Montana or whatever, she was like, "No, come here, come here, come here." He said, "No, come
That's
here."
because the spells only work for certain distances sometimes, the glimmer spells that she probably
Mm,
has him under. And
mm.
then even a siren song, which is another thing that could possibly be working, it only works certain places. So maybe he picked that place because the altitude, the frequency there was blocked. He probably did some kind of unbinding something from her and cut off whatever tie she had because she was treating him like his handler, not his wife.
Yeah, they were trying to allegedly go the Britney Spears route, which is why they're connected to Lou Taylor, the lady, the mastermind who was allegedly behind Britney Spears conservatorship. They're connected to her. They actually, I believe, if I'm not, I hope I'm not misquoting this, but I believe they employ her to hold their money.
They was trying to get Kanye's money.
Yeah, so they tried to Britney Spears Kanye allegedly, and it didn't work like you said because well, it almost worked because they put him in USC and gave him shock therapy treatment, which is problematic. And after the shock therapy treatment, after that, the thing is for me, when people are not addicted to fame and when people are okay with living a simple life, they can break the spell, quote unquote, right? They don't have that lust for fame and not even fortune, just the fame. So the fact that he like humbled himself and was willing to lose whatever money he was losing and go somewhere else and be out the spotlight, I think that saved his life. And lastly, that's why North is always saying to her mom, like, I just want to live with dad. Like, he don't have no maids, he don't have this, he don't have that. Like, his house is just normal, and I feel bad for North. I feel bad for North because Kanye not innocent either. Like, what's going on with his wife?
He's not innocent, but he's doing that because Kanye is very strategic. Like some lady did his birth chart. He's gonna make money no matter what. Like in any industry, he can make money. The problem is he wanted a white muse because white women are gonna tolerate his BS. Let's be very clear about that. They're not really gonna complain. They're gonna stay in. They're low key the ride or diers, but society don't see them that way, which is wild to me. But Kim, she needs that hold on Kanye. That's why anything she do with her business, she's like, oh my god, a win, finally a win, a win. Because she knows
Yeah.
she can't get nothing without him. He iced her out. That's why she went to Balenciaga. They were the only people willing to take her.
I think they're broke. I think
And
they're broke.
they did go broke because remember Kanye West called them out, especially after Beyonce said no, because she was willing to wear their stuff until they did that weird bear campaign, and Beyonce
S&M
said,
campaign with the children, yeah.
yeah, Beyonce said no, and then here goes Kim. I'll wear it because Kim needed the money. She really was.
Oh, they offered it to Beyonce.
Yeah,
girl, what?
A lot of these deals because they like Kanye West, and they said the reason he left Kim was because of Beyonce, because Beyonce was like, maybe you should get your health in order, because Beyonce's never been to their house. When Kanye was saying all that, our kids never play together. Our kids can't even go to each other's houses. Y'all remember when they caught the pictures of Kanye going by himself to Jay-Z and Beyonce's house? Next thing you know, he's off to Montana.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot in there. I think Kim is not as strong as she used to be because she started losing out on viewership. I think Rob's anti everything started to affect them because they need him, because Rob could have been a playboy. He could have been out here spreading that seed hot and wide, and we would have had a whole bunch of other little Kardashians. But no, his legacy is ending with Dream.
Right.
Yeah. And how about when you look at it as a whole, that sounds ironic because the person you treated the worst is the one you need the most. And now y'all legacy is done. The Jenner legacy is not done, but the Kardashian legacy is done. And also, do you notice? I feel like they're breeding their children to take over the next generation, which is why all their kids is of like the same age ranges. That's just my
What would
opinion.
Julia call them? Nepo babies?
Yeah, Kendall the only one that's left, and that's because Kendall is right now, she's just PRing till she can't PR no more, and she need her body yaddy yaddy to make her money. So she's not about to get pregnant. But Kris Jenner pimping them all out. She get 10% of everything they do. That's crazy.
Well, not of Courtney. She doesn't get anything of Courtney's. That's really why they mad.
Really? So Courtney not under the 10% management rule?
And then,
Oh,
when they did
that's
that,
good.
if you go look at the trademark of the name, Courtney made sure she was in on the deal, so they can't do nothing without the name without asking Courtney, because she said we need to include Rob, and they iced Rob out. So Courtney, because they iced Rob out, she don't let nothing fly. That's really why they can't stand her. She cut Kris Jenner off as a manager. You know that gay
Oh
guy.
yeah, I remember seeing that. Yes, she sure did.
That gay guy she hangs out with, he's the manager. She
Hey, Gina.
They try to set him up too.
Yeah, they're mad because Courtney iced them out. She created her matcha gummies, matcha line, all that, right? The gummies, the poosh, all that. Then she did a blog for like what it's like to be a working mom. They said she didn't work, but she's the hardest working one. She's the reason why the Kardashian stores were still open. And when she was like, I don't want us to close it, I don't want us to close it, because she has a business degree.
Yep.
You know, I don't like how they treat her like she don't have no business because she wanted to raise her kids.
Or she she wants to be a traditional working woman. Like, you know, like that's like kind of like, I feel like even me, like I feel happy. I'm a traditional working person, and I'm not a I'm a millennial. I'm not a Gen Z anyway. But I feel like a lot of people are pursuing like content creation, like brand deals, like, okay, like you send me this for free. Like that's not like revenue per se. That's just stuff. And I think Courtney would rather like have like a substantial life where she actually runs a business on her own, mind you, because Chloe and Kim both have the same co-founder. Good American and Skims.
I'm just proud. I think because Courtney was the one raised, like she went to live with her dad. He educated her. Like Courtney's the one that should have been a lawyer, to be quite honest. She's the most like her dad. She's very business savvy. She was the hey AT2. She was the one behind the whole Dash brand, that whole clothing
she
store.
was.
And someone getting chewed out, stuck in the evidence all over the place. She wasn't doing no work. It was Courtney building that whole business. She's the one that got it to franchise. It wasn't Kim doing that. She was
technically Kim did steal the money from Brandy's mom to put them clothes in the store, so she did do something.
Whatever, Essence.
she committed theft to put clothes in Dash, so let's give her that.
They all tainted, except for Courtney. I love Courtney. I love.
Well, you know what?
She protected herself.
They said
Gina,
Courtney
if you come back in, your signal's not connecting. Device is not connecting. I would love to hear your thoughts.
They said Courtney allegedly is taking Alabama Barker, her underage stepdaughter, to get cosmetic surgery against her father's will. So
I don't believe that Alabama's mother is the biggest plastic surgery girl. Shout out to that, queen, because her mother is like Miss Universe or whatever. We got to understand who her mother is, and then Shayna is a plastic surgery maven, even though she looks good. Again, shout out to Miss Universe, but Courtney don't have to take Alabama to do anything when she has a mother named Shayna Moakler.
But they saying, girl.
Yeah, it's easier to say that than to say her own mama, who is a plastic surgeon maven, to get surgery. Like let's make that make sense.
Don't kids have to be a certain age to get under the knife cosmetically, unless it's for a medical reason, like a deviated septum or some kind of?
Can do anything.
So how old is this child? 18? Okay,
yeah, but she allegedly started getting her tweaks way before, like her lips. You have to see what this little girl looks like. Mind you, she wears a lot of makeup. Yes, I personally think it's just her aesthetic that makes her look like that. But she's been getting bullied online about her weight, and she wants to get like lipo and other things done and stuff like that. And her dad is like, no. So what the press is saying is that Courtney is like telling her, like, I'll take you to get it. You know what I mean? Like, and I just really hope that's not true.
I don't believe that, because Courtney didn't want Kylie to have surgery. So
Yeah.
I don't believe that either. The reason why is because Courtney is very like on some natural, healthy type of stuff. She was the one that wasn't really into all the nipping and the tucking and things like that. So I don't believe that. People will say anything. Anything.
I think Courtney's had work done, to be honest. I think her work is probably just more subtle than the rest of the sisters.
Okay.
Like she didn't go overboard.
Yeah,
Like
she
she
got her
just didn't
boobs
go
done,
overboard.
and she's probably
Because the girl, remember when Courtney was told by Kim about her face because it was still normal? She aren't look interesting to look at.
Is that what she meant by that? Like you don't have the surgery look?
Yeah, like you're not interesting. You don't have an interesting. You're just normal. Like, so I think Courtney does not like plastic surgery, but
That's a good
may
point.
have had her boobs tweaked after the babies or whatever
And
before.
her nose a little
But
bit too. Like she got a little. She has like light touches, like like beauty enhancements. Kim changed her whole face.
Whole face.
Whole face.
It's like, who
Multiple
that?
times.
It's like looking at Larsa Pippen. They're the same tribe. They both used to be somebody else.
Well, Larsa gave Kim her surgeon, and she went to town, and then she took Lala Anthony with her too.
Yeah,
Lala
that's
still
a
look
good
like
point,
Lala though.
Shay.
No,
Lala's butt is
Kylie.
too big.
Kylie Jenner, bro, she has the best, in my opinion, surgical glow up in history because I'm not gonna say she needed it, but she looked better to me.
Really? Have you guys seen? Have you guys seen those recent pictures of her?
Yeah, I know she looked like a 40. I know she looked 48. I know
She took her
looked
surgery
48. I
stuff
know.
out though, you guys, because she said she was pressured to have it, i.e., her mother. She's not gonna say her mama did it.
No, and she said, Tiger told her lips was a little too thin, and he wasn't lying.
They talking about Kylie curves.
Oh, yeah. Kylie looks like a caricature of a human.
Well, I mean, before. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Gina.
No, I just feel like Kylie's overdone it.
Yeah.
She has a lot of surgery removed though.
Maybe she did like China to get all the implants dissolved.
She's such an it girl to me. I love Kylie. I feel like Kylie is giving me modern old Hollywood glamour. Don't judge me, but when I look at Kylie, she's so like put together all the time. Like she has like a fresh, not per se her looks, like her skin and her face, but like her overall like appearance is so like feminine and like just the way old Hollywood actresses used to like go outside. You know what I mean? That's what I see when I see Kylie. I see old Hollywood glamour. And Kim
Now,
doesn't
after
have
high
that.
school dropout.
I think Kylie. You know what? I think Kylie becoming a mom was one of the best things that's happened to her. Like I've liked Kylie a lot more since she had Stormy. Like she's so much more mature. She's just much more settled. Like I really do think that Kylie becoming a mom has really done a lot for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad it was a Travis, unfortunately.
Yeah, and she was not a self-made billionaire, that's for sure. That whole thing was just tragic. And when she gets older, I think when Kylie gets older, like 30, 40, she's really gonna resent her mom for that because that is really embarrassing.
Y'all haven't noticed now, like watching the Kardashians on Hulu, that she resents her. If you look at how Kendall and Kylie are moving, they're taking the Courtney route because they know they have no attachment to the name. Remember when they had that discussion about something about Kardashian, and Courtney said, well, I still have my part ownership, so y'all can't do nothing without me. You can't exclude me on anything, right? And then she had that whole breakdown, and Kim was like talking all that stuff. I think they saw right then that Kim and Chloe will ice all of them out.
Absolutely. That's why
Oh no, carry on.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. There was an instance where you remember when Kendall made that terrible move after the Black Lives Movement where she gave the Pepsi to the police. There was a Pepsi commercial, and when she gave the policeman, it was like a picket. and she gave the policeman a Pepsi and everybody was hugging. The internet was up in rage. Like they said it was like tone deaf because like that's not how it works. And it's the middle of the Black Lives Matter movement. Why would you do that? So during the Kardashians, I think this was still on the Kardashians on E. Um Ken Kim was like, "Oh, the Kardashians would have never done that." She was like,
Yes, like they're seeing it because
mhm,
again, when Kylie had that conversation about plastic surgery and Kim was just like like rolling her eyes. I know how Kim do. And she was like, no, y'all, like I feel like I was forced. I don't feel like I really had
mm,
a decision. And so they were just sitting there like they didn't understand. And of course, pregnant Courtney understood her because she was like, I think you're beautiful no matter what. Don't listen to society because society will always change. And she said, I got to do what's best for my kids because I don't want my daughter or my son to feel any type of way. Hence why she got a lot of her fillers removed out her face. You could tell she made sure that her BBL was reduced because she was like
mhm.
she don't want her daughter, who's a beautiful mixed girl, to feel like she has to do that stuff.
And
Is anybody?
also,
Oh, so to say, is
no,
anybody
no,
a
go
bit
ahead, go
like?
ahead.
Oh, thank you. And so, is anybody wondering how North is going to turn out? Because I feel like I see how North is going to turn out. Like, North is going to be a mini Kanye. I'm worried that North is going to start getting plastic surgery at like 15, 16. Like, am I the only one who like sees it for what it is? Like, have you guys been seeing North wearing the wigs recently? The videos of like Ice Spice and stuff, and just her doing a lot of makeup and stuff. And I don't think it's fine to do a bit of experimental makeup, but I keep reminding myself of that. She's only 10. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like Kim's like starting to like groom North for like the next era of the Kardashians. Like, I don't know. Like, am I over exaggerating?
No.
No.
Like, I
I'm
just
ready
see
for
it like,
Chicago, her youngest daughter. I'm ready for her because I think that's who Kim got her eye on in the long run.
oh my god, Chicago is beautiful. Oh my god, sorry.
Yes, she
Chicago is
is.
so beautiful. She's a
Listen, her designer babies, she can't get North, but she could definitely get Chicago. Chicago has a look, and you could just tell the ones that are going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Beyonce's Rummy is going to be the one over Blue because the way they move, the way it's like they know. I know I'm a billionaire's kid. I
Yeah,
know I'm going to run this thing. So Chicago is the one he's in fear of, and I think he knows that because he can see. He can see like we can see.
the marketing potential.
Yeah. The, North is like her dad. She's a little bit, she's a little bit chunky. She's growing into her teenage years. Chicago is not going to have that issue at all.
Yeah, she's already noticeably more slender, but I think too. I think it's so funny because I don't know the age gap for Gen Z and Generation Alpha, but I'm noticing like a lot of the rappers' kids are like on the younger end, and North and Blue Ivy are on the higher end. Like they're like 11, 12. So I feel like the younger kids, like that's why I keep saying all these celebrities have kids the same age. Like you have Wave and you have what's Cardi B's daughter? You have her children.
For
Yeah, you have
culture, yeah, culture.
Culture, you have Stormy, um, Chloe just had another baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the like celebrity kids are like in their 5, 6, maybe and under, whereas Blue Ivy and Northwest are like on the higher end of the spectrum. So I think the kids that are younger are gonna be the ones that are groomed, in my opinion, to carry on
Well,
like the torches.
I mean, it started out with North and Blue Ivy, but I can't see. I think Cardi's gonna be very protective of her children, her and Offset.
I hope
I mean,
so.
say what you want, their relationship is a train wreck. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to parenting them kids, I feel like they take that very seriously.
Her
And
daughter's so cute.
yeah, yeah. I think they are gonna try to do all they can to protect them from the industry. Now, Kim, she'll pimp out her right arm if she could. She surely would. Oh, I just want to get you guys' thoughts, and then I'm gonna close the show. What do you guys think of Usher going to visit Russell Simmons in Bali? I think personally that he's trying to find the escape plan. Because Usher not innocent. Mm-mm.
I don't think he's trying to find an escape plan. I think he knows Russell. He grew up with Russell. He knows some secrets. He doesn't want to testify on behalf of anybody because he understands, like, look, some of this ish I was down with, some of it I'm not. So because he is in my opinion, a very accountable person, he's doing what he needs to do, seeing what's going on, getting all the information, and once his tour is over, we shall see what he does.
Exactly. Exactly. Do you think it hurt his brand by going to see Russell in his
No,
time in the season?
no, because again, he grew up in the industry. He grew up with the Tevin Campbells. He grew up under the Coolidge. You know, people like to play these semantics of who's the worst type of demon when a lot of them were doing a lot of things that were inappropriate. I'm not going to mention them the year because a lot of those people, they've gotten away with some of their transgressions, right? I
Yeah.
think people are picking and choosing who's the worst demon when in reality a lot of things happen. Is it okay? No, but like I said, you know, some of those people agreed to it, some of them didn't. Get your money if you can.
Exactly. Kurtz, what do you think?
I don't know why he would have went right now with all the heat on Russell, especially after he just had the stellar Las Vegas run. Then he had the Super Bowl show or whatever it was. And now he's ending all of that climax by going and seeing this person who, yeah, is your friend who you used to know, but who is under such a microscope right now for every kind of wrong thing. Why would you use your shine to go over there to him unless there's something in it for you? So I have a theory. I have a theory. And my theories are based off of level 8 type stuff. And on level 8, when there are certain people in certain places who are about to find their demise, they have to get another person in that position to continue on with what that person used to do. And so I don't know if they're like interviewing for the next one. I have no idea why he would have went over there like that, except for they literally do like pass the proverbial torch on to the next person who's supposed to be taking on that role. And there's a person whose initials are DG. There's a person whose initials are PD. There's a person whose initials are HW. So they all had to hand off because those things are still happening within their industries, but they're not doing it anymore. But somebody's doing it, but not them.
They
You
got to
see what I'm
pass
saying?
the torch. They got to
Passing
pass
the
the
torch.
torch.
So I don't know why he would want to be seen as an interviewee for the torch. I don't know why he would. Then, I mean, so fine, go see your friend. Why put it all over your social medias? It's going to affect your brand.
If you go look at Usher's social media, he's not advertising it like that. Russell did.
Oh, so Russell blew your spot up, bruh. Does he really like you? So he's using
So
Usher
that's what
shine.
made me feel like it was suspicious because it's not like Usher advertised it on his page like that. It was Russell Simmons that blew it up. He was just like,
See,
I guess
and
he was
after
so
that whole
happy
fiasco
to
with
have
Russell and
company.
Aoki last year, when he was cussing her out, telling her all the business about her mom, that was so inappropriate. And he seemed very unhinged in that whole thing, and I felt so bad for her. And even that, her
Kurt, you
mom was
feel bad for her
her
even though
mom
she
was
was
underage when she met this guy,
Kurt,
allegedly.
so you feel bad for her, and she was on her social media saying she wanted to be with Trevor Noah, and I know I'm too young, but Trevor hit me up. Where do you think she learned that from?
Yeah, no, hey, look, it's a learned behavior. When your mom was a child bride, sorry, Crystal Minkoff, when your mom was a child bride, sometimes you might think that's an okay behavior.
Shade.
But I don't think that it's and I used to love Tony Danza when I was like 15, and he was an old man on that show with Growing Pains or whatever it was, and I had a crush on him. You know what I mean? That's natural to have a crush on an older man sometimes, but it's what you do after it. I never acted on that stuff. I was never interested in saggy balls personally, but I thought on TV the man was interestingly handsome.
Exactly. Gina, what do you think about Usher's visit to Bali?
I feel like I have a different perspective. So the thing is, I just feel like Usher's a victim because if you look in context of Usher's life, Usher first came into the industry when he was like 13 or 14. I think that Usher has been a victim of predatory men like Diddy, like Russell Simmons for years. So I think that Usher doesn't view the same things in the same way that we do as normal. Because again, Usher's been grown up around industry men. He's probably been groomed. I personally believe that Diddy took advantage of Usher. That's just my personal opinion. I definitely believe something went on because the stuff Usher says is very sus to me. So again, I just like, so to me, Usher's a victim of grooming. He's a victim of manipulation and being taken advantage of in the industry. So I feel like he looks at a lot of these older guys not as predators, but as people who mentored him and many took advantage of him. So he probably feels indebted to them because again, these guys were very powerful in the 90s. Like these guys, when Usher was coming up, had so much influence, and I'm sure that they did a lot for Usher. Probably took him into the rooms and probably took him along board. Took him to music sessions and really introduced a lot to them. So I feel like Usher probably feels like he's in debt to a lot of these men, which is why he's still showing gratitude. I think if Usher still had any common sense, just for optics-wise, he should just not even visit in Bali. But I'm sure behind the scenes, Russell Simmons probably did a lot for him in the 90s and early 2000s, which is probably why he still has some type of business relationship with him. I don't know, I just feel bad for Usher in so many ways. It's like, I just feel like Usher's a victim. Like, I would love for Usher to come forward and just, out, Diddy and Russell Simmons, because I just feel like these guys took advantage of Usher when he was 13, 14. In the same way that, Raz B was taken advantage of, I definitely believe that same type of stuff happened to Usher when he was a kid. I don't know.
And Justin Bieber. I mean,
and Justin Bieber as
feel about, I challenge you, what do you feel about, we all heard the interview with Howard Stern and what he said, and when Howard Stern asked him if he would send his sons to the Diddy boot camp or Diddy Daddy Day camp or whatever it was called, Usher said, hell no, but you were okay with sending Justin Bieber to him.
Because it wasn't his kid.
It wasn't his kid. Wow.
And you
Well,
remember,
I feel like.
Sorry, didn't he say that him and Usher used to wrestle in the same bed? Sorry.
Yes, he did. But here's my thing, though. Justin Bieber's parents are just as complicit because
absolutely
you have to get permission to do that. Like, Usher didn't just go to Diddy's house. He was at L.A. Reid's house and Quincy Jones' house, and his mother said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we know how Quincy Jones get down. We've seen it. Okay? If you could proposition your girlfriend's man, your daughter's man, you think, okay.
Yeah, the parents tell their kids, right? Essence, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Curves. I was thinking the other day about how there are probably rites of passage. Like DJ Academics is a modern example. Probably not Charlemagne, but there's a lot of allegations of gang rape going around the industry right now, and I'm just like, is that a rite of passage? Do you have to violate a woman to become a certain, to reach a certain area of your career? Because it's just, I thought that was strange. So in the same sense, I do think they passed the torch in the sense as far as being the perverted older uncle or whatever the case may be, or a gatekeeper in the industry. I 100% agree with Curves. And if Usher, as a child, not actor, but as a child entertainer, why doesn't he showcase some of the same mental health issues that are pretty much predominant in many child actresses and entertainers? Usher, now that I think about it, he's pretty much normal. We never really seen him have a breakdown like Tyrese or anything like that. He's been pretty much had a clean image. So to go see Russell Simmons, who is, I believe, running from a lawsuit of SA, that is terrible. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's so weird. Isn't it just weird?
Yes,
I
it's
mean,
very weird.
But one thing I did notice, ladies, when I looked at the pictures of Russell Simmons, Usher did not bring his wife.
Oh,
they probably was doing ayahuasca. You know
He
that
did not
thing.
bring his wife. He was like, I'm not going to expose my wife to it. Because, come on,
Well,
Russell
his wife
Simmons
is
is a known
also
creep. He's always been inappropriate
But
towards
his wife is
women.
also in the industry too. That's how they met. His
Mhm.
wife is the reason why he has a better relationship with Tamika. And when I looked at the pictures, I simply said, "Wow, people of power can literally do what they want." And
Yep.
it just goes to show, if y'all go watch that Russell Simmons podcast, he was dropping free game. He was literally telling y'all he's not going to be picked up. He's not going to be paying them victims. And Kimora was complicit. And I was like, ooh, baby, baby. And he was
And he
like,
knows you're right.
people like to make me out to be the bad guy. And I'm not who they want. And I think they're going after certain black men to get to a certain
Thank
white
you.
man. I really do.
Yes.
I
And they're
think
not
they're
going to get him.
guilty. And if you
Clive
So
look,
is
Davis.
the
Clive
is
Davis.
the Y man that you think they're going after? Is he DG? Who is it?
I think it's CL, and I think it's the one who brought CL in, CD in, CD.
See, so we both
Do you
have
not?
CD in our crystal ball. You see
who the
that?
heck is CD?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys not think it's Clive Davis though? Because why think like why
Okay.
has
Oh, that's
somebody
who
gone
CD
after Clive
is.
Davis?
I said, who is CD? That's who it is.
Y'all can say the names. I'll put allegedly up. Hold on.
Look, I just don't want
I
to
think they
drink the
want.
wrong tea at the grocery store. I'm not
So
trying.
You know
here's my
what?
theory. My
Mhm.
theory is I think they want Clive Davis because Clive Davis has so many people's publishing. He has so many people's stuff, and Clive Davis is not innocent. He married those beards. He was messing with those men. I think he has victims as well. But the problem is he
That's who
that's
they're
who they want.
passing the torch from,
Yeah,
in
I
my
think that's who they
opinion.
want. But I think
CD
they
is
You
want
know
the
one of
one
the
what?
that
torch
brought in Clive
passers.
Davis as well.
Do you know what? I've always let that Clive Davis sideways since Whitney Houston. Like Clive Davis has always
Exactly.
rubbed me the wrong way.
They say that when Diddy first started Bad Boy, see, this is the thing about passing the torch and continuing cycles. Allegedly, Diddy had to get on his knees for Clive Davis, so now
Exactly.
Diddy make everybody get on their knees for him,
Right.
and I think that's a
Right.
way for him to erase his shame. Like, okay, somebody, it's like I don't know if any of y'all are like familiar with HBCU culture, but it's like hazing.
Mm-hmm.
You get traumatized, you get beat, in my opinion, to cross over, and then when you're in a position of power, you do it to the next person. And that's how I think it is in the music industry. The disgusting weird things that people do to you, you get on and you do it to the next person, and you keep their money. That's how the industry works. That's the cycle. So yeah, and Clive Davis is old, so he's probably on his way out the door anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
and then
I
all
think
these
Clive Davis is
rituals
gonna get
also,
sued.
though, are helping them stay famous. They're helping them. These sex rituals, it's like all about sex rituals, you guys. So, and then they harness that energy, and it has that's why they have to be high, because when you're kept high, then your spirit is tetherable. It has a lot of deeper stuff on level 8 that we could get into, but it's all part of the ritual to keep their power over the people and keep on this whole freaking, it's like a factory.
You know
Yeah.
what? I definitely agree, and the reason I say Clive Davis is because of who brought him in, who he's tied to, and how he went about. Because if you look at everybody who the only person he wanted to be alive was, in my humble opinion, this is my opinion, is Whitney, because Whitney understood him. Whitney knew his secrets. Janis Joplin didn't know his secrets. Jimi Hendrix didn't know his secrets, and all the others didn't know his secrets. Aretha, none of them, right? But they all had some weird sexual thing that happened to him, to
Mhm.
them, and they were so trusting of him. That's why I say I blame everybody around Whitney, because they knew how Clive Davis got down. So when they're up here like, oh, he owns the publishing, well, what did you think he was going to be doing?
Right.
Hence why he put Alicia Keys in her face. And that's probably why
Mm-hmm.
Alicia Keys has decided to do this whole spiritual
Natural.
sabbatical, because
Right.
she's like, she sees it for what it is. And it comes a time where you're young and dumb and you don't know what's going on, but they use people to get you to do things. Like, he told her to go to rehab, she didn't want to go to rehab. He told her to wait, and when she didn't wait and it wasn't working out, he said, you sign over your publishings to me. And next thing you know, she dies in a hotel, and they go on to
Yeah.
have their infamous Grammy party where Jennifer Hudson, no saint either, goes up there singing and carrying on. That's why I really
And
don't like her.
there was a whole ritual around that because her body was in water down in the freaking hotel, and they were carrying on with this whole production over there. You guys,
Just sick.
So when
That's
I
sad.
see the Russells of the world not getting caught up, I just know everybody's tied to everybody, to include the government. Nobody's innocent. That's why I say get your money up front and negotiate your deal and do what you got to do. Have a great day, ladies. I'm gonna drop down.
You too, babe.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Naughty.
Bye.
I appreciate every last one of you. I'm gonna go ahead and close the show out. Does anyone have any closing thoughts?
Nope. I thank you for the updates.
No, I appreciate every last one of your perspective. It's all received. You know, everyone, the bottom line is protect your neck. I got to get to the plantation. I appreciate you ladies joining. I'll try to come back. Yes, have a good day or good afternoon. Thank you. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. But great conversation, ladies. I love and appreciate every last one of your point of view because everybody that come up on my Naughty Love movement panel.
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah.
We all stand on business, okay? So please make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, share my content on your different social media platforms. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.